Night, as always, my dad, Follow Durden. What's going
Hey there,
on?
everyone. Hey,
Hey.
how's it going? Yeah, stoked to do some. It's going to be a fun night.
Absolutely. So, if you guys are unfamiliar with what Darkstone is, it's something that I host. This is my second one. The first one was the Ongoro Challenge, where you had to make your decks using 15 Ongoro cards. This one is a little bit different. This one is we let you, the community, ban some cards, and then we let the players ban some cards, and then we went and had a banned a card of our own. So let's just go over the banned cards real quick. You, as a community, banned Fiery War Axe, Patches the Pirate, and Ice Block. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time on these guys because we're going to get into the matches. And then the players banned. So Mange banning Frostbolt, Markshire banned Yogg-Saron, C. Parker banned Murloc Warleader, Eric O'Key banned Innervate, Slimsh banned The Caverns Below. Slimsh could not make the game tonight though, so Blue Spartan stepping in for him. Me, myself, and I banned Firepoom's Heart. Chigmo banned Stonehill Defender, and G-Nets banned Primordial Glyph. While we're getting ready, Lester, Follow Dirt, and Dad, anything sticking out for you?
Yeah, I like the quest bands. You kind of ensure. We had a conversation with THL about how to an archetype, and I mean the quest is going to do that, of course. I know Markshire took some flack for banning Yogg Saron. It's an all right ban. In a tournament like this where you have all new decks, I could totally see it having some shenanigans tonight. So not the worst ban. Today I was helping a couple of the players do a little theory crafting, and there were a couple of cards when we were looking through deck lists that I was like, yeah, that would have been a pretty good ban. Cards like Tar Creeper that are so prevalent in the meta right now. But regardless, the bans are all good, great across the board, and I think we're going to see some fresh decks tonight.
I have the deck list. You guys are going to see some amazing decks tonight.
Yeah,
So,
so one thing I actually asked Dark before the stream to not show me the deck list. So I'm going to be like the community tonight and the opposing players. So I'm going to, throughout the stream tonight, I figured it'd add a fun dynamic, and Dark did too, where I can say, Dark, are we going to see so and so card tonight? So we'll have some fun.
yeah, absolutely. And up first, we're going to have Blue Spartan versus Chigmo. These players have really interesting decks. I can't wait to show them to you guys. And I'm going to let them know that they can queue whenever they're ready, and then just let me know the bands and then queue.
And so I'm going to message them as well, remind them to send specs. So and both players very familiar by now to THL. Both of them are known for bringing solid decks. I know Blue Spartan's known more as a slower deck style player. So in a format like this, control decks are kind of tricky. It's easy to try and go with aggro variant decks. They're very straightforward, but we'll see what Blue Spartan has.
Well, I know the classes. Blue Spartan has he has Hunter, he has Shaman, he has Mage, and he has Priest. Chigmo has Warrior, Hunter, Priest, and Rogue. And then Chigmo already let me know the bands. Chigmo banned Shaman. Blue Spartan banned the Priest.
Nice.
Now, I know what the decks are. I'm not really going to say too much about them yet. But they're very, very interesting decks, and I'm actually pretty excited to get in there. I know Blue Spartan I'll talk about Blue Spartan's deck really quick because his Shaman got banned. His Shaman was like a Sea Giant Morose deck.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. Chigmo messaged me. Point. He said he's upset that he didn't get to play as Quest Priest.
All right. Yeah, Chigmo is pretty upset. So you have Blue Spartan on the bottom. You have Chigmo up top, and we're gonna let him know to go ahead and start. I'm really excited for Chigmo's decks. He did have a Quest Priest. That was pretty exciting, but he's got some good stuff in there, I promise you guys. It's a shame Slimsh couldn't be here.
Yeah, so I'm just waiting to get in right now.
Yeah, they're still waiting to battle each other. Oh, here
Yeah,
we
and
go.
both of these players are pretty intentional. Blue Spartan very much so. So he's going to put some thought into his queuing order.
Yeah, for sure. I'm just while we're waiting for this, I'm gonna finish adding all my texts because I'm a lazy butt.
So, going back to the bands, Dark, while we're waiting on everything to queue up, what would you have gone with?
Me personally, on this
Yeah.
matchup,
Oh no, with banning.
banning cards,
Anything?
Fiery
Yeah,
War
any.
X. I want Fiery War X was my number one ban. I wanted it gone for sure.
Yeah, Fiery Warax and Ice Block are. I mean, they're kind of the captain obvious ones.
So we got a pretty, standard Dragon Priest versus a pretty standard mid-range Hunter for this matchup, which I would think the Dragon Priest would be a little bit of a favorite here, and I think Dragon Priest is going to be a really good deck in this format.
Yeah, and Chigmo didn't. Well, he still has one card draw, but he hasn't hit that Magic Hunter curve. He had the Crackling Razor Maul for two, but he really didn't have an option to coin out to benefit from that.
And Spartan's got both Radiant Elementals right now.
Yeah, and it's so important in this matchup to for the priest to get the first minion down on the board is pretty
Yeah.
significant.
And he's got the Shadow Visions. He can actually dig for like Power Word Shields and just make that Radiant Elemental as sticky as it can possibly be.
Yeah, and so I wouldn't be surprised to see a coin weapon here, the Eagle Horn Bow, which is what we're going to see. He's going to clean this Radiant Elemental up, and now Blue Spartan's kind of got an awkward turn depending on his top deck because he's basically going to be sacrificing his other elemental.
Not always. You could get the Power Word Shield off the Shadow Visions, and I think that's kind of what you have to do because you need this minion to stick. So
Yeah.
I think you could Radiant Elemental, you could Shadow Visions for the Power Word Shield, which you have a pretty good opportunity to do that. And
Yeah, his odds of having the powered shield as an option pretty damn good. And if he can hit that, if he goes, he's going to be able to draw a card next turn by dropping the cleric and healing.
yeah, and he can even play the. Oh, he's not going to play the double minions. I think he's just trying to bait out the last charge on that weapon. I don't know if Chigmo could take the bait because he's got another weapon.
Yeah, and Spartan, he could
Ooh.
lose control of this matchup pretty quickly.
You wanted Misha or Huffer there. Just 4 attack minions are really difficult for Priest to deal with.
Yeah, and now Blue Spartan really doesn't have a strong turn. I mean, his most active turn might be dropping the Cabal Talon Priest just naked, no buff, which sucks not to get the value from that, but he
Yeah.
just doesn't have an active turn. There's no way he can deal with that 4/4 minion.
And Chigmo's just got nothing but answers.
Yeah, I mean, I think you dig for the Dragonfire Potion because you gotta wonder that you're gonna lose control of this matchup at this point.
Yeah. A naked Dragonfire Potion feels bad.
Meme hill there.
Yeah.
Proud of Blue Spartan for that.
Blue doesn't seem like the guy.
No, and so the Houndmaster is. I mean, you gotta be worried about buffing Misha into Shadowware Death Range. Looks like
Yeah.
Cracklin. Looks like Chigma was thinking.
Divine Shield is really nice here, though.
Yeah,
What Dragonfire Potion?
yeah, that was great turn by Chigma there.
Twilight Drake's not too bad here. It's off
No,
curve, but it's not terrible.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's actually going to allow him to clean that Misha up with the Dragonfire Potion. Chigmo could Eagle Hornbow or Kill Command. I mean, more than likely Eagle Hornbow to clean the Drake up with the Crackling Razor Maul. It's going to be a 4/6.
Mhm.
But as far as Blue Spartan's concerned, it's probably his best turn. Is
Yeah.
just dropping the Drake.
There's probably an argument for Radiant Elemental and Cabal Talon Priest. It's more mana efficient. You get the buff on the Radiant Elemental, and you have 2 dudes on the board instead of 1. So that might actually be the better play.
Yeah. If he did do that, it would make the Radiant Elemental, at least with what's on board. It would give him a better chance of a minion surviving.
All right, he's just gonna go with the Talon Priest heal the face. bit of a passive turn, but I guess he's just trying to get more value out of his cards.
Yeah. So if you're Chigmo, so I don't play a ton of Hunter. I know you do, Dark. If you're Chigmo, do you actually kill command the Cabal Talon Priest and Hero Power?
No, I think you need as much reach in this match as you possibly can get,
Okay.
and 3 mana, 5 damage is pretty good, right? So you're not really scared of that Cabal Talon Priest because at worst it pops your Divine Shield.
Yeah. So
I,
what would you do instead this turn?
I think you can you have the option of you want to start weaving in hero powers, right? So you have the option of Eagle Horde Bow weaving in a hero power. You can kill command and weave in hero power. It's what he's going to do. I guess what Chigmo's thinking is if he can't pop my bubble, then Dragonfire Potion isn't great, and that's a fair argument to make.
Yeah.
But he's got
that's-
2.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. That's why I would have preferred Blue Spartan put out a little more of a resilient board last turn. So now he's going to get the Drake down here, but I mean, I guess he's worried about weaving in his, but I don't know. It would have been that's a good turn to screenshot,
Yeah.
and look at later on.
Well, if you're Chigmo, you want to weave in hero powers as much as possible.
Yeah, totally makes sense for him, which is
Yeah.
what he's going to do here to clean up the Drake.
I mean, floating a mana feels bad, but just weave it in those hero powers, just extra pressure. It's what Hunter's so good at.
Yeah, and that Misha's getting some work in.
Yeah, I mean, Spartan can't clear it for another 2 turns. This might be. It's getting pretty close to lethal. He's got 5, 9, 12, 14. He's 1 off lethal right now.
Yeah, so looking at Chigmo, do you set up?
I mean, yeah, I think you just do it. You could put him at 1 off lethal. There's no way the priest can get out of that range.
Yeah,
You could do it with Houndmaster, or you could do it with the kill command. I think you do it with the Houndmaster, so you keep the kill command in your hand.
yeah. And next turn, he actually has 2 with the Rhino, 2 with or sorry, it's a Joe McCall.
Yeah, he could just drop a Joel Macaw and then kill command for lethal.
Yeah.
Still, Echo?
Sorry about that, guys. I thought we had that.
Yeah, we tested it. Hold on, let me go to the Team Hearth League page.
Yeah, I like the Houndmaster on the Hound.
I'm going to pull it up on my phone.
Yeah, great turn by Chigmo here. He's protecting Misha. So I'm sure we're going to see the Drake. It's going to bump Misha. We're going to see the Dragonfire come down, hilt to the face. But this is actually just lethal. There's no way Blue Spartan can avoid it.
Yeah, the Echo's back, and I don't know why. We tested it beforehand.
So we're going
It's
to see
annoying.
Yeah. So he actually had 2 or 3 different ones for lethal there.
Yeah, apparently the Echo's back. I'm sorry, everybody. We tested it beforehand, and we didn't have an Echo, and I don't know where it's coming from, honestly.
Yeah, it was doing it to me a few weeks ago, and for some reason, even though my computer was on mute, I had to mute the actual stream on the tab. I don't know if you've done that, but I don't know why OBS was doing that.
Yeah, I don't even have the stream up on the tab, honestly.
Gotcha.
Um,
So Hunter, if we, go back to our bans, Hunter actually was untouched. So I'm trying to think them off the top of my head, and I'm pretty sure Hunter was untouched. So very strong brain. If you were trying to favor competitive decks over spicy decks, Hunter was pretty much a no-brainer.
yeah. Now, this is a very interesting Hunter list from Blue Spartan, and I'll talk about it a little bit after the match or as you see it, but it's it's out there.
Is it heavy on the tokens? Are we going to possibly see a sea giant?
No Sea Giants.
Mm. Yeah, so um, love these tournaments. There's such a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, absolutely. It,
So
it's a it's a really cool hunter list. I'll let you know. It tops out at Houndmaster.
that's awesome. So yeah, and Miracle's an interesting list or an interesting option for the tournament. I actually had just assumed in my head that prep was going to be banned. I actually think it was a potential miss by the players in the community. So Miracle's pretty much intact. It's missing patches, so little bit of tempo and deck bending, in theory, of course. So it's missing patches, but that's kind of it, you know. And it's a pretty easy sub if you wanted to toss in a bladed cultist or an argent squire. So Chigmo is going to do what he can to keep the board as clean as possible, but
Yeah.
Spartan's got some options.
Pretty standard Miracle Rogue list so far, and I think that prep was a really interesting non-ban by the community.
Yeah.
If we're just being 100% honest.
Yeah, I mean, of course, the community's going to immediately gravitate to Fiery War Axe and Ice. I mean, they're pretty egregious in
And
terms
then
of
patches. I thought a player might have hit prep. A player hit innervate, but they left prep up. I mean, they really
yeah,
the players targeted mage really well.
yeah. So I mean, hell, they even tossed Frostbolt out there. They were making sure the mage was dead, which kind of makes sense with it being the most popular deck in the class in the meta right now.
That's a good turn. Just knife juggler and alley cats.
Yeah, that juggler. And you know, Chigmo, he's gonna bump the juggler. Great sequencing. We're gonna see if Fenna Knives come down here. So he
Yeah,
tested for the snake trap.
and it's a pretty good fan of knives too.
Yeah.
But I mean, the stake trap still gets gets some value.
Yeah, I mean, this juggler never was even active to attack himself and got 5 damage. Like,
Yeah,
the juggler did his job.
yeah, and you're just gonna AC this turn, hoping for Huffer. You get Huffer every time. Every time.
Oh, wow. Good call.
When you're playing Aggro Hunter, you get Huffer every time.
Yeah, so, I mean, Chigma's in a tough spot here. He's going to hallucinate. He's going to dig. No real good options here.
No. On the hunt, maybe, but I don't know what he does with it. I think he's got a coin Vile Spine Slayer.
Yeah, he's going to have to. I mean, he's going to have to coin Valspine Huffer here. So, Huffer dies, but, I mean, he's going to push 5 more damage this turn. I mean, Chulmakad, he's going to dig first. See what he can get.
Swamp King Dread's not great.
No, I mean, you don't even want this match to go to turn.
I mean, he could play out the other Cloaked Huntress, but I think the better play that turn was just, if you're going to play the Cloaked Huntress, you Cloak Huntress Hero Power. Because you want to weave in that Hero Power, and now you're going to miss 2 damage on this turn. And Jewel McCall doesn't really do anything for you.
Yeah, and I don't know. You know, Blue Spartan, you know, he went for the gamble that turn. You know, with the Macaw to dig, and I understand the odds are you're going to get some on your curve out, but you know where he is in this matchup right now, I agree with sense to get the guaranteed 2 damage in this turn.
Yeah, you always take the Hero Power. I mean, he's actually to get some value out of his on the hunt, and he's going to Vile Spine Slayer. And now he's going to take a kill. And now Blue Spartan's going to be pretty far behind, but he's got the Unleash. Ooh, double Unleash is really good right now. Even just single Unleash is good, but double Unleash lets you make a board that's really hard for your opponent to deal with, and you push 6 damage this turn.
Yeah, so
You could even do some trading, but I don't think you trade in this position. There's no way.
You know what? Do you?
No, you send it all north.
No, I was gonna say I don't know. Do you just want a single unleash and hero power? Single unleash and hero power. Because he actually would have had 2 turns. Um, so I don't know. This actually, he's not going to get punished. To actually play. I guess you have some options.
You could prep fan, I guess, but um, yeah, I mean this is just always lethal. There's no way Chigmo can get out of this. He can only kill 3 of the doggos.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if you win Unleash Hero Power, next turn Unleash Hero Power, you have guaranteed lethal, and you're not leaving anything out there to chance. So he's not going to get punished, but I think it was the right play.
He's just drawing his whole deck. That was an impressive auctioneer turn, but at the end of the day, I don't think it matters.
Yeah, so he's not. He's leaving a hound up, and yeah. So
Yep.
Hunter, I think this could be the night of Hunter.
Hunter is a very well represented class
Yeah.
in this tournament.
I mean, it was untouched, and it's already, a fringe tier 2 deck. It's great. Coin flips the current meta with no bans. So take into consideration the community banned the strongest cards in the game, representing the most dominant decks in the game. I think Hunter's set up just to shine tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and some of the better control tools were banned, tonight. So.
Yeah, let's go let's go back to the bans again. I mean, just Fiery War Axe getting banned is huge. Frostbolt getting banned. I mean, there was actually a mage out there. I saw a mage. I don't know how it happened, but there's one out there, man.
Yeah, I mean, patches can give Hunter. I know it's not thought of as a control tool, but patches can cause a little headache for Hunter. Stonehill Defender can cause a headache for Hunter. So, yeah, I think Hunter's going to shine tonight. This is the mage.
1-1. Oh, Blue Spartan's got the mage. That's right.
Is this an elemental mage?
Let's see. I have the lists.
I'm just curious if he's using Geyser as a Frostbolt sub, or if it's an actual elemental mage.
It's just your standard secrets mage.
Gotcha.
Yep.
So yeah, it looks like he's subbing Geyser and Frostbolt. There's no real sub for Glyph, of course, but
No, not really. But it's a pretty cool list.
yeah. So
I really wanted to get that shaman on the stream. That would have been so good.
ooh, Golden Flame Geyser. All right.
He's a role player.
All right. So Babylon Book's gonna go north, and oh man, is Chigmo running Cartoon Warrior?
He sure is.
Hell yeah.
He sure is.
Oh man, and oh gosh, he's running the
Molten Blade, yeah.
Yes. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Dude, this list is so lit. I saw this list and had to get him on immediately.
That is awesome. Yeah,
Wait,
so-
what? Apparently we're echoing like crazy. Jacksox, tell me it isn't so. Hold on.
Alright, so we're gonna see Ravage and Gold come down.
I'm going to try to
Clean
fix
up.
this echo too, boys.
Yeah, so here comes Ravage and Gold. It's gonna clear up 2 minions. It's gonna leave the Kirin Mage. Favorable trade for him. But Mirror Entity steals a little bit of tempo here. Flame Geyser and a ping. Blue Spartan takes back board. And let's see if Molten Blade can bail him out here. He's got a Cthulhu's Chosen. which is actually just going to get eaten up by Flame Geyser Ping, and I'm sure Spartan would drop a Flame Elemental. But he actually gets Eaglehorn Bow, so he
Yeah,
gets a tool that he can use this turn.
he basically gets a fiery war axe.
And he's actually going to coin out the Beckoner, which, yeah, so, Spartan can, and knowing Spartan, he might bump the Beckoner. He's got some tools he can use here. He can actually mirror Entity Medivh's Valet and clean that Beckoner up very well.
Yeah, he can even counterspell too. I think he might opt for counterspell just to block like shield slams, shield blocks, things like that.
Yeah, so he might be saving that mirror heavier turns. No, he's not. He's going to drop it now. And so Valet's very clean option. And the Ravaging Ghoul is going to go north. And Chigmo's sitting on 12 health right now. So, and then for you guys that don't have it up in front of you, Fireball did not get banned.
Nope.
So if you're Chigmo, you've got to be a little worried. That Flame Geyser on the left of Blue Spartan has actually been there the entire match. He played the Flame Geyser on the right that he drew turn 2, I believe. So if Chigmo's card tracking, he's got to wonder what that far left card of Spartans is.
Alright, guys, I'm going to try something to fix this echo. I'll be back in like 2 seconds. Durden, hold it down while I'm gone.
Sounds good. So, Faceless, wow, that's actually a pretty good pickup. The Wicker Flame. It's not the heaviest minion, but it's resilient. So here comes the Ghoul, Disciple of Cthulhu. I'm sure he's dropping it to clean up Wicker Flame. But again, Blue Spartan's able to steal a minion. Well, not steal, sorry, but he's able to tempo out a minion. And Fire Lens Portal is going to come down.
Okay. Alright, I think I fixed it. I think. Hold on. But now I think it's off of the broadcast, so hold on, I gotta fix that. Yes. I'm tinkering. Give me like 2 seconds here, and then I think I should have it fixed. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. He's gonna keep. So I think what we're gonna have to do is switch you to hosting round two. I can't get rid of it. I will. Arcanite Reaper is actually really good pickup off of that Molten. Slam's good. Twin Emperor's good too. And that's a pretty good clear. You're just gonna take the face damage and play out the ghoul. Yeah, Crazed Worshipper's a pretty good Shadow Word Pain target for sure. Um, yeah, I think you have to Shadow Word Pain this. You can't let the Cthulhu get too out of control. What's the Cthulhu at right now? Okay. Yeah, so I mean, you want to keep the Cthulhu in check. Yeah. 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 Yeah, I think it's a primordial Drake. You just get the Drake on the board. That's pretty good. I mean, you probably end up activating Twin Emperor though, which is not great, but yeah. He could heal whichever minion he bumps, so he's not Ooh, inner fire. Push 8 right into his face. Yeah. And he's going to have to. He's going to see that 416 minion. He's going to know inner fire's coming. Yeah, he's just going to shield slam execute it, which is fine. I think that's what he's thinking about doing. Yeah, I don't know if it's ever correct to do that. Yeah, I don't know if it's ever correct to do that, honestly. Oh, I just realized it hasn't been picking you up this whole time. We have to go back to the Echo.
So Chigmo, his best bet's probably to try to avoid drop the Ancient Shield Bearer. Ridiculous heal up of 10, putting back to 30 health, and activate Shield Slam. Awesome turn. I mean, that's why when you have that big of a butt on, I think you got to go ahead and Divine Fire last turn, push the damage. You know, he just left 18 damage, 18 damage on the table. So
Yeah. Again, I apologize to everybody. This has not been the easiest stream, but we'll get it fixed going into next round for sure.
did you post the overlays or did you email them to me?
I will email them to you once we clear
Okay.
off the.
Wow. So I mean, Chigmo is pushed himself back up to 42 health. I mean, the only thing working in Blue Spartan's favor right now is that Justicar was rotated out. So, you know, you would assume that Drake is going to come down. It's going to set up trades with the Ancient Shield Bearers. No. Yeah, so, I mean, I'm assuming you're going to push the 12. Okay, he's going to go ahead and buff up the Dragon Lord to 24.
Yeah, that Dragon
Man,
Lord's gonna. Oof.
that is a big minion. So,
I mean, you gotta take the brawl.
yeah. So, Chigmo,
I think you put it.
you drop a minion.
Oh, every time.
Yeah, man. You don't want to coin flip that. Oh wow.
Apparently
Okay.
he does. But he's going to spawn 2 primordial drakes, which getting those spawned without their battle cries is like kind of okay.
Yeah. So and he doesn't have a dragon in hand, right? So just a feels bad last 90 seconds for Blue Spartan. You lose the coin flip, lose the consecrated effect on your drakes, which I mean you get both of them out. You get 816 stats for free, but I mean Chigmo's got a, a divine shield on the Cthulhu's chosen. He's going to get a nice, bump. Man,
Yeah, he's just going to opt to draw a card. Maybe he draws a dragon. You never know.
yeah. So he's got
Or a dragon fire potion. It's pretty good.
Yeah. So I mean, if you're going to take the Dragonfire, you're Yeah, he's gonna bump here. Kind of committed to that line. You could
Yeah.
take the gamble. I mean, but you lose your draw engine next turn. Yeah, I mean, I just don't think he had any lines he felt good about. So that gore howl is just that's
It's a pretty good pickup.
that's yeah, that's man. I'm not gonna say it's backbreaking, but
It's getting
it
there.
might yeah, it might seal the deal. I mean
I,
Chigmo's he's got it. Yeah.
killing that
So
nether spite value was huge.
yeah. So Chigmo it's gonna be interesting if he takes the shadow didn't. So he's gonna
No,
try and dig
he
here.
wants to dig. He wants to dig for a dragon.
Yeah, so that Doom. Oh, well, he top decked the death. Okay, I was going to say that Doom Caller is going to come down and could play a pretty big role, depending on what the Molten Blade option is. So Chigmo's sitting at 12 health, but he's not worried. He has zero reasons to be. Because the Dragon Priest, the burst is gone. Both Divine Spirits are gone. So he's in command right now. Yeah, the Drac has he's gonna drop the Nether Sprite. The Drac has no. The Nether Sprite will give his Drac an activator.
Yeah, and you take another Drac too, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, he's got to swing for the fences.
Operative into operative. It's like the most broken card in the game.
Yeah. So you got to swing for the fences here. I mean, the benefit is Malagos going to be. You got to go with the Drac.
Do we know what the score is? I've been too busy dealing with this echo.
It's okay. It's 2-1.
2-1 in whose favor?
Blue Spartan. Blue Spartan's on point right now.
Okay.
Wow, he takes Malagos. I don't get that. Maybe we'll see the line. Don't right now.
I think we cured the echo.
Nice. Oh my gosh, that'd be incredible. So.
Yeah, now I can actually focus on these games.
And the audio tracks are on at the bottom. So
Yeah.
I'm live and you're live. Sweet.
We're both live, yeah.
Awesome.
I don't see my mic track moving when you're talking, so I think we got it. Oh, this is just an insane ravaging goal here.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's hoping to get with Malagos, but
I mean, is he running a Holy Nova?
maybe? Question mark?
Yeah, I'm desperately trying to think of why he took the Malagos.
I have the list. Let's check it out.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I can think is Holy Nova.
No, he doesn't have anything like that, but he's got the Lyra, so you never know.
Yeah. All right, so he's going to dig here. Got to sleep with the fishes. He's out of Malagos Holy Nova range anyway.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't have mattered. So I'm
that
assuming...
slam is still pretty huge, though. It's just 7 damage to a minion. You're never going to draw the card, though.
No, I actually think you shield your Radiant Elemental here. And beef it up. I mean, he could, obviously, but man...
Yeah, you got a Priest to the Feast.
Yeah, the slam getting buffed by Malagos actually removes its ability to cycle.
Yeah, I think you could have slammed the Malagos if you really wanted to cycle.
Yeah. So, man, okay, so, I mean, I guess he trades there to keep a minion alive to prevent any further gore howl value. Chigmo now, he's got the brass knuckles.
Yeah, no, you don't play the brass knuckles
for all the amazing value.
But I mean, Chigmo's not out of the woods. I mean, Blue Spartan's got a lot of pressure on the board.
Yeah, he does. So, the Malagos, I guess, is just stickier because of the 12 health, which is why he took it. You're only losing one attack value. So, he might end up getting rewarded for taking Malagos here. So, yeah, you just push it, man.
You have to.
Yeah.
You're one Cthulhu away from being out of the game. And I
Yeah,
guess
well,
that's what...
you're a
Ooh.
brawl away from being out of the game, You're a whirlwind effect, sleep of the fishes away. So, um, again, I don't know deck list, guys, so I'm just calling shit out. But
Which, I mean, Chigmo's got Sleep with the Fishes. He could do 6 damage. So, I mean, he could, theoretically, he could smack one of the minions with his face, put the Divine Shield minion into one of the other minions, and clear 2 minions off the board this turn.
absolutely,
Yeah, and that's what he's going to do. So he could put the...
yeah,
he could clear the Malagos and the Priest of the Feast.
yeah,
And still have
and
plenty of armor to play with.
yeah. So, um, Maligos got some work in. Traded a couple of minions, went face, drew out both sleep with the fishes. So, yeah, we're gonna see Cabal Talon Priest
Yeah,
come down
we're going to
here.
see it, but I mean, it doesn't like... You're not in love with it because you're still like not. I mean, having Malagos on the board was huge because that was four attack every turn that the warrior just
Yeah,
could not deal with. And now
yeah.
you're
So
gonna get a full
he's
clear on this board plus a Doomcaller coming down. That seems pretty good.
yeah. And so, yeah, Chigmo's going to be able to execute the elemental and drop the Doom Caller.
I don't think he's
And
scared of anything this turn,
no, and actually, he's going to hold on to the Doom
and
Caller.
that's fine. You could do that
That's
too.
fine, man. How?
Lyra with no value. I think you could have played the Rallying Blade. I mean, it would have been better than your Gore Howl the next 2 turns.
No, man. He could draw into another Gore Howl.
Okay, that's fair.
Let's get greedy.
Oh man, Slam Piranha Launcher? No, that doesn't get it done.
It doesn't even kill.
Oh baby, do you play the Doomcaller now to push your Cthulhu over the edge?
Well, actually, the Cthulhu's gonna suck out the last death, and then you just Doomcaller and add it back.
Yeah, you're not worried. You're gonna clear the board. You're gonna do a lot of face damage.
Yeah,
Priest doesn't really have 3 reach damage, and because you don't do that, you're not giving him Lyra value, so that's okay.
how bad does it feel to say Priest does not have 3 reach damage? Oh man. Yeah, it's the one thing when you're playing Dragon Priest, if they don't have anything on the board, if you can keep their board kind of clean, you're not worried about any burst from hand. There's no more Blackwing Corruptors and Brand shenanigans. Whoa, he is playing incredibly greedy right now.
Yeah, he's. I mean, he can afford to. I don't know what he. I don't know why you're holding that Cthulhu.
Yeah. Why are you holding Cthulhu?
Now all he's got to do is pick up 1 burst damage, and it's lethal. I mean, he's never going to get there. I guess he wanted to wait for him to draw his last card.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't understand not dropping Cthulhu last turn. There's only 1 death left in the deck. Um. So.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, you have to Cthulhu now.
I mean, yeah, he puts himself in a very awkward position by not dropping Cthulhu last.
And he's not. He's not going to do it again this turn. This is weird. What is? I guess.
Well, that's he. Is Chigmo just BMing at this point? I don't.
No, he has 2 health left, and even if there's no way the minion can kill him.
No, it's actually lethal.
Oh yeah, he's got Potion of Madness. Wow.
I'm just
Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
That's how you throw.
Okay. I'm confused. I'd love chat. tell us what the line was there for not dropping Cthulhu 2 turns ago. Definitely, I will go back and watch the VOD and try and piece that together myself. So I'd love if there's some wisdom in the chat to help me wrap my mind around that. All right, so Mark Shire was actually tagging us. Mark Shire, actually, do you want to have him come join?
Yeah, have him come join us. I want to talk about the his experience in the Ungoro Brawl. The Ungoro Brawl, the Darkstone, sorry.
Oh, we have to stream me, myself, and I next turn. He said no matter what, he is somehow getting streamed tonight.
Well, let me check the bracket once this is over now.
Yeah. Man. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm a little still stunned by that last sequence of turns in that matchup.
Yeah, we'll get Eric O'Key and me, myself, and I on next round.
Awesome. Yeah, I've never had the chance to see Eric O'Key play, so.
Alright.
So Mason's gonna come join us in the podcast booth momentarily. We'll ask him how his last match went, and actually, guys, he played me my stuff round, so he'll be bringing a little bit of inside knowledge on MMI's deck choices and how that went. So hey, Mark Shire.
Yo.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Doing all right, man. So tell us all about your first round. You actually played.
You cut out. What was that?
Oh, sorry. You played me, myself, and I last round, and we're actually going to have him on stream next. So tell us about your experience. How'd it go? What decks did you see? What'd you bring?
Awesome. Well, okay, so I played Eric Hokie last round.
Oh, sorry. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Our brackets got changed.
Yeah, so he was running pretty standard decks. He was running a Dragon Priest with Tar Creeper. And I thought that might mean that he's running the Divine Spirit Inner Fire combo, because that's often run with Tar Creeper, although I didn't see that, so I'm not sure. And then he was running what I think was Mid-Range Hunter. It had Knife Jugglers in it. And then his Warlock, I really don't know what it was. I would say it was Handlock, but it wasn't really anything. Like, he was running Soulfires and Tar Creepers and a Mountain Giant. It was a weird list.
Oh, wow. All right.
Yeah, and the only thing I lost with was Miracle Rogue, unfortunately. Just got that classic Rogue.
Oh, Mark Shire. That's
all counterfeit coins, preps.
Tempo Rogue. You should have brought.
I should have brought Tempo Rogue.
I
would have won.
We said it, man. Tell us a little bit about deck building for this format.
So I mean, I didn't get too crazy on the deck building. I basically just focused on existing decks that I knew were good and thought about good replacements. Or just thought of meta decks that didn't lose anything. Like Hunter didn't lose anything. I didn't bring that. But like Dragon Priest, that's a deck that didn't lose anything in the ban. So I thought that would be a great bring, and it did very well in the game that I played it with.
Yeah. So in the first round that we actually casted, Hunter was represented by both players. It went 2-0. Dragon Priest, represented by both players, went 2-1. So yeah, it's the decks that were untouched by the bans are definitely pulling through and representing well.
Yeah, not surprised by that at all. The Miracle Rogue I brought, it's not touched by the bans too much. It really only lost patches, but I didn't think that Swashbuckler was worth running without patches. So I cut both Swashbucklers and patches for 2 Argent Squires and a Sap. And in my game against Priest, I ended up Mimic Potting both of my Argent Squires. Both times I played Mimic Pot. So not too happy with that substitution.
That's awesome. Well, I mean, I tried to get you to bring the spicy stealth Tempo Rogue, Mark Shire.
Yeah.
So
no Mimic Pod in that one.
Yeah, no Mimic Pod in that one. So we're gonna have next round Eric O'Key and me, myself, and I, and they are getting lined up to kick their match off.
Yeah, let's talk about their. Thanks for coming on and talking to us about this, Mark Shire. We definitely appreciate it.
Hey, no problem.
But let's see about Eric O'Key. Now, Eric O'Key has Warlock, Let's Go, Hunter, Paladin, and Priest.
Yes.
And me, myself, and I has Hunter, Rogue, Paladin, Shaman. So you got some spicier lists from Eric O'Key. Pretty standard stuff from me, myself, and I. As standard as you can get in this
Yeah,
challenge
so
stone
this
meta.
is cool because I just played against Arakoki last round, and I also practiced for this tournament with me, myself, and I a couple hours ago. So I'm pretty familiar with his lineup as well and what strategy he's going for.
Yeah. All right. Apparently we're on hold, so me, myself, and I can get a yogurt.
You gotta get that yogurt, man.
He's got to get that yogurt.
Did you make a post saying that we were live on Facebook?
I did not.
To do that.
Yeah, I'm a bad host.
It's okay. Here, I'll post something in Discord. You can post something on Facebook.
Yeah, that's fine. What is going on over there? All right. Are we ready? Is me, myself, and I still getting yogurt?
Not sure. While we're waiting, I guess I can talk a little bit about me, myself, and I's lineup. Because I think unless he changed something up last minute, I should know what he's bringing. It looks like his paladin got banned. That was a Murloc paladin, so we won't be seeing that. But I believe his shaman is a pretty standard token shaman with a Hammer of Twilight and Argent Squires in place of the Bloodsail Raider
Wait,
patches.
you get to see the bans on the website?
Yep, yeah, you can. You just click on the match.
I clicked on the match. I don't get to see that. You have mod privileges.
Wait, what? Oh, maybe it might be only because I'm an admin. I assume that everyone could see.
You have admin privileges. That means you can't go anywhere.
And then his other two decks are, I think, a pretty standard mid-range hunter, and then his rogue, I believe, is a aggressive tempo rogue. Oh, and I think they're getting into their match now.
Yeah, I'm gonna let them know to go ahead when ready. Oh, they didn't even listen to me.
I think they already started. Yeah.
Yeah, they already started. They didn't want to wait for the go ahead.
Not inviting them back on stream.
Never. Yep. So we have your standard token shaman. Wait, Eric O'Key's cards aren't showing up for me.
I'm getting bugged out as well here. Me, myself, and I's cards aren't showing up right now. Maybe it'll fix itself in a second. There we go. So yeah, so we do have the Warlock here. I don't want to give this an archetype name just yet. I'm really not sure what it is. And then a token shaman from me, myself, and I in this first game.
I mean, I know it's just kind of like a control warlock. It's not really like a handlock or anything. It's a pretty interesting list. Oh, it's so hot. Yeah, the Tar Creepers, Tar Lurkers, Abyssal Enforcers. It's just like an anti-aggro warlock.
Yeah, just something like that. Not that much in the way of any like greedy cards, as we can see. I know he is running at least one Mountain Giant, probably two. We don't see those in hand right now.
Yeah. I will actually check the list, and I will let you know exactly what he's got going on here. He does have double Mountain Giants and Lord Jiraxis, so I mean it's kind of like a hand lock. He's got the Shamblers, stuff like
You
that.
cut out there. I
Yeah.
double Mountain Giants and.
Jiraxis.
Oh, okay, so that's cool. So this Doomsayer coming out, that's going to be pretty huge because me, myself, and I doesn't have any answer, like a devolve. So this is gonna go off, and Aarakocra is gonna get to develop this Tarlurker on an empty board. Very strong against a token deck.
Huge against a token deck. Like Tarlurker is actually not a bad minion. If Warlock saw any play, I'm confident that card would see some play.
Yeah, I would say just looking at the way that Aarakocra's deck is built, he's probably going to be favored in this matchup. He has so many defensive tools and removal. That's really just all he needs to do to win. Just deny the shaman on the board.
Yep, you don't have to kill your opponent. You just have to run them out of ways to kill you.
Yep, exactly. And if he wants to here, this Mana Tide's annoying. He could point out the Abyssal Enforcer, but he might want to say that because looks like
he's just gonna do it. Yeah, that's fine. You don't want your opponent to draw into more ways to win. Hammer Twilight. Hammer Twilight seems like it would actually be pretty decent in this deck. Do we know what the 4/2 mana cost is?
I think the mana cost of it, I think it's 4 or 5 mana.
So you could evolve it into a 6-drop. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I think so. Definitely a pretty powerful card against this control warlock, I think. And
I think you just develop
it. Come down here.
Yeah, I think you just develop it and smack the 4/4.
Oh, now okay with the spell power roll.
Spell power,
I like the portal here.
Yeah, portal's good. You get a free thing from below.
Board clear. He can develop the 2/2 with the Jade Claws and develop the thing from below. This is strong.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I think you definitely trade here to play around Shadow Flame. Okay, really not sure why he chose to go face.
So do you, Mark Shire, at this? Yeah. So the Hellfire is going to get some damage in. I mean, he's got to try and get. He's got to assume this is a control warlock at this point. He's got to know it's running Twisting Nether. Do you try and bait it out before your big evolve turn, or do you just go with it if you have it?
I mean, me, myself, and I are so behind here. I'm not sure if he can afford to play around it. In fact, I think, he's just going to play the Stoppel out without the Evolve combo just to get some 2/2s on the board.
Yeah.
And if this ends up sticking, then he can potentially get a nice Bloodlust off, couple it with that Devolve. I believe it actually sets up for lethal.
You have to feel pretty good about getting a Dirty Rat down this turn, too.
Yeah, ooh, this Tarlurker, this is so weak to Devolve. Wait.
Yeah.
Is Bloodlust going to be lethal? I believe it is, assuming Devolve does not pull another taunt.
Yeah, it's as long as Devolve doesn't pull a taunt, it's lethal.
Wow, so the 2/2s could. I mean, you have to go for Devolve Bloodlust, right?
I think you do, yeah. I mean, you have a chance to win the game right now. The chance of pulling a taunt isn't that high. You can totem first, I guess, if you want to. Doesn't really change anything.
Let's see here. Moment of truth.
Yeah,
and he gets
taunts on board. That's it.
Quick 1-0 for me, myself, and I. Something interesting to note, we see the Vicious Fledgling. It's a card that's not normally run in Token Shaman. Me, myself, and I actually put that card in all of his decks for this tournament, he told me.
LOL. I know. It's great. He thinks the card is going to be super OP.
And I think it makes a lot of sense. If you look at these bans, Frostbolt is banned, Fiery Warax is banned. These are some of the biggest counters to Vicious Fledgling, but with that good early removal gone, it's a lot harder to kill for classes.
Yeah. So we actually talked about this earlier today. I was trying to bring Menagerie Druid, and he'd probably still be in the tournament if.
Dude,
yeah, you're cutting out a little.
Yeah, you're pulling the dark side right now.
Oh no.
But
I said we actually talked about this earlier because we were talking about Menagerie Druid, and I was trying to convince Mark Shire to bring it tonight.
He didn't bring your deck or my deck. I tried to get him to bring Handlock too, and he wouldn't bring Handlock. I bet he wishes he had both of those decks right now.
He'd still be in the tournament if he brought Menagerie.
Instead of hanging out with two old dads.
we weren't even good enough to get an invite to Darkstone. So
I know. I couldn't even get invited to my own tournament.
Yeah, y'all are doing something wrong.
You only got invited because you're my teammate.
All right, so game
like
2 here. Me, myself, and I is going to switch to his rogue, and Arakoki is going to go on paladin.
This is an interesting matchup for sure.
So this looks like a N'Zoth paladin. So whenever you face this deck, did you feel like it was missing much? Not Stonehill defender. There were a lot of assumptions that would make N'Zoth paladin pretty weak.
So I actually didn't play against Paladin. I banned it when I played Arakoki last round. But I did. Brought it myself, and I think that the deck is just fine without Stonehill. You run some cards like Cairn, so you can get a better N'Zoth, because of course you can't pull Tyrians off of Stonehill anymore. But I think it's a very solid deck, and I would actually say it's favored in this matchup.
Yeah, so Infested Torn, I'm guessing, is going to be your go-to sub for the Stonehill defenders.
Yeah, just going one Tauren, one Cairn, and one Tyrion. I think that's more than enough for a good N'Zoth.
Okay.
Yeah, and interesting for the skipping the coin Shaku. I think Shaku is a really valuable minion.
Yeah.
Do you make the giant juicy Edwin this turn?
I mean, it looks like he's going to Southsea Shadow Step. Oh no, he couldn't have got back. Sorry, he couldn't have got back to that one after he hero powered. The sorry, I was half paying attention. And audience, I'll apologize. I got in super late last night on like a 2 a.m. flight, and I'm exhausted. So
yeah, I think waiting for the Edwin's fine here. It's still going to be really good next turn, and me, myself, and I may not want to just go all in on making a big Edwin. We don't see an answer in hand right now, but Control Paladin does run cards like Equality and Aldor, so me, myself, and I may not want to spend all of his resources right now.
Yeah, but he's got to be worried. I mean, he knows he's got to keep the deck clean going into turn 6. Spike Ridge Steed could cause a lot of issues.
That's a pretty juicy Edwin. Just an 8/8 Edwin. No big deal.
Yeah, so he's going to nice. He's going to clean the board up. I think you still go Kodo though, because I mean you're going to clear a minion and you
hope it's the Huckster
Edwin to trade. Yeah,
I didn't even realize Undercity Huckster was still in standard.
Wow.
Don't mind me, guys.
So I thought it was interesting. I guess he's still gonna save the Shadow Step here and just go Eviscerate plus either the Huckster or the 1/2, because you definitely have to kill off the Stampeding Kodo to play around Spike Rig.
Yeah, you have to.
So I
think maybe you trade the Huckster in just to get the card right now.
Yeah, so he values having the damage on the board.
I mean, from this position, every point of damage counts, right?
Wow, yeah.
Myself and I was running out of cards. Oh.
Yeah, so he's, man. But you know what? I mean, you're forcing me, myself, and I to have a play next turn. And he doesn't.
He just picked up the Huckster.
Quality's definitely right there.
Yeah, so, I mean, he's going to clear the minion to avoid the Spike Ridge Steed, and he's going to get the 2/3 down.
Feels bad.
Yeah, I mean, because we're going to see Curator come down.
Yeah, and I think Arakoki is going to start stabilizing.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Primordial Drake survived the bans, to be honest with you guys.
Yeah, that was one. That was one I possibly could have banned. I think it would have been next on most people's lists.
Or the Curator, even, because like Primordial Drake's just not as good without Curator in a lot of matchups.
Yeah, so Drake's gonna come down here. Me, myself, and I. Okay, no, the Hydrologist Spike Ridge Steed, I guess, is gonna be the play.
Yeah, you definitely want to get the Spike Ridge down.
Yeah, I mean, having seen the one Vile Spin, I think Arakoki isn't expecting another hard removal.
Yeah. But now he's just going to get to cycle his Vile Spines. That's actually a genius play.
This is pretty sick, yeah.
Well, so I mean,
Double Vile's fine.
Yep.
yeah,
I like this a lot.
okay, yeah, that was a good line.
That was pretty good. And Redemption's huge here for Eric O'Key. Just makes
Wow.
that Tyrion really hard to get through. There's the Vicious
Yeah.
Fedling.
So yeah, this is gonna be really difficult. I mean, myself and he has to fledgling Huckster of this, I guess. Yeah, you trade the Huckster in first for sure.
Yeah, so but Tyrion's gonna get brought back with 1 health, mind you, but still the Divine Shield, and there's no cheap pop in me, myself, and I's hand. So
Yeah,
and
that's rough.
yeah, and your Fledling is a die.
And he
Yeah.
holds the secret there, just saving it to activate a combo potentially. I think it makes sense.
Yeah, either you activate a combo or you put it when you're close to dying. Or
I think Drake has to come because Drake's. I think the butt on Drake could make a difference here. You know, I said the Fledling's gonna die, but I mean, Eric O'Key can afford to sack. I mean, to punch his face into the Fledling, because if there would be an eviscerate in hand, then that's actually lethal. So, and the thing about the Drake is it can survive a. Yeah,
the
so-
hallucination. This could be huge.
this could be.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's the equality. Divine Favor, too. I don't know. Divine Favor gets you a lot of
equality.
cards.
I think you equality.
He's out of cards. He's got a Divine
Quality
Favor.
means
Equality,
one-off
he's-
lethal.
Well, the Fledling could get Whirlwind, Wind
Wind
Fury.
Fury, yeah. So he has outs here.
But he's
Yeah,
one
you
off a
equality-
lethal, but then the Eye for an Eye always picks it up.
That's true, unless
Oh,
your
yeah.
opponent has healing. This
Oh
could
my
be
gosh,
game
this
right
is-
here.
Yeah, he
oh,
got
there
it.
it is.
Yeah, he got it.
Yeah. So, this is just elementary.
Wow, really close game.
Yeah. So yeah, the Eye for an Eye could have came in huge, as well. So yeah, that was a close game. Great matchup.
Yeah, and I don't think that's a matchup myself and I expected to win. He's definitely going for a pretty aggro lineup. So he's not really expecting to beat the control paladin. So it's really good that he pulled off that upset.
Sometimes Vicious Fledgling wins you games.
Oh gosh, that card. Mark Shire, earlier today, you were spot on, and again tonight on the broadcast. Like, so many of the tools that can deal with Vicious Fledgling are just banned in this format.
Yeah, I know Control Paladin specifically, it sometimes runs Rallying Blade as a one-of, which can be a really nice answer. But other than that, it's hard for it to deal with. Fledgling is going to be in this Hunter list, too.
Yeah.
So
It has some synergy in Hunter, though.
You know what?
It is a beast.
Eric O'Key actually mulliganed into all of the early tools. I mean, he has the toolkit.
Oh, this is such a nice hand for Eric.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You just coin out this Doomsayer, I think.
yeah. Eric O'Key has it. So.
Yep. Coin Doomsayer. It goes off. Like, except for Crackling Razor Maw. Yeah.
Say that
Here it's gonna happen. Crackling Razor Maw into Poisonous is gonna happen. Caster's Curse. Let's go.
It's possible. I don't think myself and I really wants to take that risk.
No, I don't think. But you know what? I think if me myself.
You're up 2 games to 0, man. You're up 2 games to 0. You risk it for the biscuit.
Oh man, I think if he knew Eric O'Key's hand, he would go Crackling Razor Maw Poison.
You do it. Every time.
He's thinking about it. Oh my gosh, what? I've seen this card. Okay. Chittering Tunneler. Discover a
it's
spell.
just bad.
Yeah.
It's bad.
It's a 3/3 body.
It's bad, but it damages your hero, so it's just bad. Like,
Well, the damage on his hero isn't that important. In this
Yeah.
particular matchup, he can get some pretty nice spells.
Oh, he
Maybe
could get
another
a
Goat
KC.
Man,
Yeah.
even Call of the
KC.
Wild. I think the 9 health would be worth it.
we
Oh
could
man,
get Call of the Wild.
would just Dinomancy.
Never.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
This is a control matchup.
take
You
it?
absolutely. This matchup is all about board, and I actually think you 100% take Dinomancy.
I think it's probably correct. I'm not a huge fan of the card in general.
Yeah.
As a card slot into your deck, but it makes a lot of sense in this matchup.
Yeah, so I'm not saying the control paladin deck is as critical for board as like a taunt warrior is, but when I was experimenting with Dinomancy, it was so broken in the slower matchups.
Experimenting with Dinomancy, Ellie giggle.
Yeah,
Oh
so
man, I'm a hunter main, and I wouldn't even think about putting that card in my deck.
You know what?
I don't blame you.
And this is, and I had an argument with Markshire over whether or not Call of the Wild was still a good card.
What? You cut out.
Yeah,
And
you cut out.
we had a pretty adamant argument over whether or not Call of the Wild was still a good card, and I was in favor of Call of the Wild.
Okay, you cut out again.
Okay, you know what? Never mind.
It's okay. So this hyena coming down. Interesting that he adapts the hyena rather than trying to get something off of this 1/1 potentially.
Yeah, I think he was trying to push it out. He was trying to push it out of trading range, Peacekeeper, but he played right into a True Silver turn, which I just. Oh wait, Eric O'Keefe's got to get sequence in here. Oh no, he didn't. Oh man. Oh, okay.
It doesn't.
No, he got it.
It wouldn't have actually mattered, right? He would still have gotten the clear.
Yeah.
Even if he traded,
right.
or even if he traded second. But yeah, that's the right sequencing, anyways.
Okay.
Oh, Houndmaster out to the alley cats. Does he buff the cute
Really
cat?
nice pickup.
Does he know? No, he's doing it wrong.
Oh no!
Oh, you gotta buff the cute cat.
You always give the cute kitty treats.
Oh, what a shame.
What a shame.
Oh, okay. Actually, myself and I just told me he is protecting cute cat. So
no,
it will not die first.
Oh yeah, if he's protecting it, he has to Dinomancy it next turn, or I'm gonna be very upset. You deadly shot that Silverhand recruit to protect the cute cat.
Yeah, every time.
He can actually he can Dinomancy the cute cat and play turn.
Yeah, let's do it.
I like it.
Nope, he's good animal companion.
No, Huffer
it's
every
the Huffer.
time.
Maybe you just trade in cute cat.
Oh no!
Sometimes it's nice to protect it, but you know that 1/1 isn't doing that much. This is just a much stronger board.
Me, myself, and I deserves the reverse sweep for being a liar.
Yeah, he's not protecting cute kitty.
So I kind of I like Wicker Flame Acolyte here. You actually set up the Spike Ridge Steed on your Acolyte, which is going to be so strong.
No, I think he wants to go with the Redemption instead.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah, sorry, I'm thinking greedy, guys.
But he's got the deadly shot.
Erakoki might want to not hero power here to possibly guarantee the Redemption goes off. That would be a mistake. Okay, he does hero power.
Yeah.
Yeah, this could be.
Just come out.
Yeah, because the deadly shot hits the 1/1, you take away all value from the Redemption.
I guess it does.
Man.
You have to play around it, I think, if you're me, myself, and I. He's thinking about it too.
So, yeah, I'm just trying to think of the best line here, and I just don't think one exists.
The rat Dynamancy to protect his direwolf, I guess.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's got to develop the Dynamancy at some point, you know. Dynamancy would actually protect Huffer.
This is just a
Nah.
really difficult situation for
Yeah.
myself and I here.
If you're an aggressive hunter, you spawn infinite huffers. You're not worried about huffer.
Man, he might have to deadly shot. Man, Spike Ridge Steed on Wicker Flame may be bottom right.
I like developing the Rat Pack here because you can Dynamancy next
Yeah.
turn.
Oh, baby,
the Spike Ridge Steed's coming down on Wicker Flame.
This is a
and
bottom right play.
Yeah.
It's what you get for being a liar and not protecting the cute cat when you say you were protecting the cute cat.
So, Irakoki needs to keep that Silver Hand Recruit alive, though, to play around Deadly Shot, and he does. So I guess the game... I mean, he has to hit this 50-50.
Wow.
And he misses it.
Yeah, so bottom right.
Do you guys know why he missed it?
Because he didn't protect the cute cat.
Didn't do it. He lied. Lied to us all.
Yeah. That's karma courtesy of Yogg. Yogg is pissed he got banned too. That's why Markshire got knocked out first round.
That's true.
How dare you desecrate Yogg like that?
Oh no. Guys,
so while I was on break earlier, I heard you guys say me and myself the first match.
Yes, he's up 2-1.
He's up 2-1. Okay. All right. So if me, myself, and I can hit as early, then this might be a quick match. Irakoki does have Dirty Rat. It could be pretty crucial in the early turns. Is he running Mistress? I'm assuming he's running.
He is running Mistress and Mixtures. We did see that last game.
All right, so he does have his early.
Yeah, he's got all of his early taunts. He's got his Dirty Rat. He's got his Tar Creeper.
Yeah,
he's there.
Yeah, he can actually coin and go 2-3-4 with those 3 taunts, which could be massive. There's Defender of Argus as if he needed. So if he hits the Fire Bat here, it could be okay. Yeah. So me, myself, and I. Yeah. Oh yeah. So I was gonna say he could drop the Hyena here and get some considerable value, but Soulfire.
Cleans it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you got to take the Direwolf. It's just a good clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you Direwolf and you hit in with the Fiery Bat first because you potentially save one of your 1/1s if you win the 50-50.
And so does Irakoki know? Did he see Soulfire earlier?
Willingly trading in the cute cat.
Oh man, and he traded it first.
Oh. Guys, I'm losing my mind here. I can't watch this anymore.
So here comes Soulfire and me, myself.
Ooh, that's his play for next turn.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got the what's the word I'm looking for? I'm sorry, guys. I had a long day today. Shadow Bolt. He's got the Shadow Bolt. So I mean,
that's true.
I think it comes down to he's just gonna drop. There's an argument for tapping there. Not a great one because it is a Howlmaster turn. But
King Mosh is not what you're looking for.
There is an argument, but I think Shadow Bolt's probably correct.
Yeah.
Irakoki, he's sort of low on cards, but it doesn't really matter. As long as he can just continue to clear this Hunter's board, he'll win in the late game.
Yeah, that's why King Mosh isn't a great pickup. You want to win by turn 9 if you're Hunter in this matchup.
Wow. I mean, you're facing a Hunter and you draw both Tar turn 5. That's pretty awesome. So he's actually going to be able to drop a Creeper and tap if he wants to next turn.
I think you take the Tar Lurker every time.
Well, he's running a Deadly Shot. Which is something to think about. You don't have to necessarily play around it, but he's going to drop the Lurker here. Getting a little conscious of his life total.
Wow.
Ooh, there's the Deadly Shot.
Right off the top. That's so tilting.
Yeah, and so I would imagine he's going to weave in a hero power here.
I think you have to, especially against a Warlock. You know that you can use their own hero power against them. It's one of the reasons why Hunter is typically favored in this matchup.
Yep.
And
also, they just have no good answers to cards like Savannah Highmane.
Yeah, here's the Fledling. So he's actually going to clean up this Tar Creeper, and he's going to develop the Fledling.
Hellfire picks up the clear, but at the same time, it pushes him closer to just losing to the hero
Yeah.
power.
That's true. How much heal is Arakoki running? We know he has Siphon and Mistress of Mixtures. Is that it?
That would be 11 in
I'll
a best case
check.
scenario.
Oh wow.
He's running one
Might
Mistress,
wanna
one Siphon, and that's it.
kill the Sun Fury here. I think you saved the charge
Yeah.
though.
So Eric O'Key is gonna. He's. I mean, I see a Siphon Soul coming down here.
Yeah, you snap that on the Tundra Rhino.
Yeah.
You don't want a charging Savannah Highmane in the face.
Yeah.
Okay, so this attack, it ends up not being too great for
he actually got rewarded for it because the Shadow Bolt could have.
That's true.
Yeah. So the Siphon Soul is gonna come down. He's gonna heal. He doesn't tap. He's being conscious of his life total. But man, that I mean, he's got a Dirty Rat here. I don't see an alternative.
Well, actually, no. He still attacking
sorry,
Sun Fury didn't work out because Arakoki would have had to trade the Sun Fury in and then Shadow Bolt, and it would have just died to the King Mosh.
Yeah. So
yeah, the Argus is pretty good here. I like the Argus here over the Dirty Rat because you could pull a Highmane or something out of the Dirty Rat.
Yeah, and it sets up a favorable trade for him. With King Mosh having to go in.
Leok's not great here. I mean, it's okay with the Unleash actually.
Yeah, I like Unleashing here, even though you only get 2 hounds. Getting 4 damage to face is pretty much the best. Oh, he's not going face?
Yeah, I disagree with not going face there.
Yeah,
I think he wants to keep that King Mosh alive, but it's not gonna live.
No, I mean the Arakoki's gonna have so many tools to deal with 2 damage.
Yeah, you could Dirty Rat that just is the safest Dirty Rat you're ever gonna get.
I mean, I just think push the 2 damage to or the 4 damage to face is so valuable.
Yeah.
He doesn't have Reno in his deck, and you have the Hunter Hero power.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm sorry. Trading is always correct. Don't y'all watch me play?
No. That's why you're not allowed to play Hunter.
Tap last.
Tapping last. Oh, come on.
Oh, this Highmane is a huge pickup for me, myself, and I here. He can't get through this Dirty Rat, but that doesn't really matter. Just Highmane, hero power, and you're still in an amazing spot.
Yeah, Jiraxis is coming down for some heal though, and I think you kind of have to put it down.
I think you can get a little greedy here. I think you can actually tap it because you've got the guaranteed health coming up. Yeah, so you can drop Tarlarker and Doomsayer here. And tap, by the way.
It's not even that great though, because he gets 2 2/2s and 3 1/1s.
But Tar, if he taps, he can actually Tarlarker and Doomsayer. Oh, I see what you're saying. Sorry, yeah, because of the death rattle. I'm sorry. You're right, Dark. That's how much I know Hunter. I totally forgot about the death rattle.
Hunter, I love Hunter.
So, yeah, Shadow Flame can clear off some of these minions here. It can clear off anything but the Highmane. If Arakoki wants to do that, he could just clear and then drop the Tarlurker.
Yeah, he's gonna go for the Doomsayer.
Doomsayer play here. Interesting.
Maybe he's thinking he could draw any minion that's. Maybe he thinks he could draw any minion that has at least 2 attack. Oh, jeez.
Oh, wow.
Man. Okay. That changes things because he can actually push 6. He can't clear the Doomsayer, I don't think. He can only push 6 past the top. So he actually can't.
He can't even push the 6 though, because he has no way to kill off his Highmane.
Yeah. So, yeah, you're right. So the Doomsayer's going to go off here, and
now if he picks up any minion, there it is. Oh, I thought it was a Mistress of Mixtures. You still do it. You still Twilight Drake Shadow Flame.
You have to.
Yeah.
You put down another Doomsayer, and then you're going to get a Jiraxis on an empty board.
Kill Command is lethal.
Kill Command is lethal, yeah.
There we go.
Every time.
Caster's Curse.
Wow.
Caster's Curse.
Hey, actually, that's the second time we've seen a top deck Kill Command Tundra. Yeah, so that does wrap the series up. 3-1.
Yep.
Yes, it will.
Me, myself, and I is going on to the finals. He didn't think he'd win a single match.
So I told Blue Spartan earlier he was good to start his series with Mange. I don't see any scores reported. Do we want to hop over there and see what's going on with them?
Yeah.
All right.
If they have it queued, we could just watch them.
Yeah. So they are.
Let's hop in. I'm gonna add Mange real quick. Because I don't have Mange on my friends list, I don't believe.
Are you letting Mange know, Markshire?
Yeah, I'll
Okay,
message
cool.
Mange.
Yeah, no worries.
Why is Mange not on here?
All right, so I'm hopping in right now.
He's not in the players. Where's Mange? What's Mange's tag numbers, Markshire?
It's 1987. Yeah.
All right, so I will let you guys know what's happening, even though Blue Spartan is running a token evolve
Sea Giant Shaman, dude. Let's go.
and Mange is running Hunter right now with Bitter Tide Hydra. Blue Spartan does have a taunt totem up. I can't see Mange's hand, so I don't know if he's got the clear for the totem.
Mange's hand is not good in terms of clearing the board. He does have high main, and he also, if he wants to, he could put a Houndmaster on this Bitter Tide Hydra.
Yeah. So
he can adapt it too. He could get a Wind Fury off of Crackling Razor Maw. That is potentially very tempting, but it might be better just to go with the high main here.
I like the high main play. I don't know if you want onto your Bitter Tide against the token deck. They can just do so much damage to you. Just chipping into that 8/8. I mean, you're getting tag value on one. So I think you set up the Houndmaster into your high main.
And the score of the series is 1-1, just in case you guys are wondering.
Okay, good. And these this token shaman deck, I mean, it could be running anything, I guess, but it's probably not running Hex. So Blue Spartan's gonna have a difficult time dealing with this.
Wow, there's the Morose.
It's Morose Sea Giant, I told you. But your Sea Giant stays a Sea Giant, so you can evolve this board to try to get something favorable.
You know what? I like Monotide Totem into Sea. I think getting one draw off the Monotide right now with board is probably a good play.
Yeah.
He could just hero power Sea Giant if he wanted to. So Sea Giant evolves into Sea. Correct?
That's correct. Yep. That's how that works.
Okay. I actually knew something. I'm proud of myself.
Proud.
Yeah, so I think we're going to see Hero Power Sea Giant.
Is he... Yeah, I think you have to Sea Giant.
He could. I mean, I guess he could evolve first.
Oh, wait.
Oh, and he gets the Mana Wraith. Punished for not playing the Sea Giant first.
Oh.
Wow.
Lordy.
You hate to see that.
Yeah, I don't... Oh, he uses both Evolve.
And though that's a bad board. Holy cow. At least before he would have a... He would have had a Sea Giant before. Wind Fury every time. Wind Fury, that's lethal.
Wow.
That's a punish. Holy cow.
Man.
Tell me you see something like that on everyday Hearthstone streams.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, between this play and towards the end of Chigmo and Blue Spartan series, like those two plays right there, man.
Whew. Yeah. I don't think that the Blue Spartans play was a throw, to be honest. I think he just got really unfortunate with the... man, I'm having a hard time with my numbers here. I think he just got really unfortunate with the devolves.
Yeah.
Or evolves, rather.
Yeah, no, Blue Spartan definitely didn't throw that.
I don't know why you don't see Giant there, and I know Blue Spartan. He thinks about everything, and I wonder what his thought process is for no Sea Giant.
Yeah,
He
if
could have just forgotten about the possibility of Mana Wraith.
yeah,
Yeah, but it's still correct to always play the Sea Giant first because Sea Giant just stays Sea Giant. So if you're gonna play Sea Giant, you just play it.
yeah.
Unless he
So
was playing around Doomsayer coming out, one of the one drops.
Definitely possible.
But
yeah,
how likely is that?
yeah. It's I don't know. You're giving up a token generator and a taunt. That's a tough call. I mean that's why I called out the Monotide totem first and the Sea Giant, just because I mean you've got your token generators out or token generator out there and a top minion. He obviously didn't have a way to clear the top minion last turn. So yeah, that was a screenshot worthy turn right there to go back and look at later.
And Mange has a really interesting Warlock list. It's kind of like almost like an elemental mid-rangey type Warlock.
Wow. Like, yeah, seeing this Voidwalker and Direwolf, it's like an elemental zoo almost.
Whoa, what? Oh, he may have queued wrong. He may have queued. Did Blue Spartan ban Warlock? I'm trying to figure out why.
He actually did ban Warlock, yeah.
Wow, okay, he was anticipating Handlock, I guess.
So Mange was supposed to queue up his rogue there
Okay,
and did not. So
okay.
I think we're just gonna see a regame here then.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
would be the honorable thing to do. I
yeah, Blue
posted Mange's
Spartan's a
deck
classy guy.
lists in the Friday Night Fights Discord, just in case you guys want
Okay.
to see.
Yeah, Blue Spartan's a classy dude. There's no question there. He was going to offer up a requeue.
And I'll
So
put
this isn't really like zoo at all. This is
no,
just elemental warlock. Interesting.
and I'll
There's
post him for
actually
Spartan too.
there was an Elemental Zoo deck actually floating, making the rounds earlier this week. Did you guys see it? It'd be
I
interesting.
did not.
Yeah, we could compare the deck lists later on, but yeah, there was one actually making the rounds earlier this week.
I got Spartan's decks coming in too, so that way you guys can see them, and I'm not the only one who knows them.
Awesome.
Nice.
So
Blue
I
Spartan,
would say the shaman has a slight edge in this particular matchup.
yeah. So Blue Spartan, he's got his early cards. He's got Squire, he's got Flame Tongue to offer favorable trades with the Squire. He's got Maelstrom Portal to deal with token. Yeah, he's got some early tools here.
Yeah.
If nothing's gonna come down from Mange, so I'm sure we're gonna see Primal Thing come down next turn.
And the thing about these rogue decks is they're just pretty much standard Miracle Rogue decks. Rogue didn't really get hit with many bans other than patches and by default dead Swashbuckler.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
funny. I just assumed Prep would get banned, and when Markshire decks earlier today, I was making these funky rogue decks because I truly assumed Prep was banned. I was surprised when I didn't put that
Yeah.
together.
I mean, Miracle Rogue isn't really one of those decks that people think about, and the Caverns Below already got banned. I know people complain a lot about Prep in Quest Rogue, but seeing as the Quest already got banned, it wasn't really on people's minds. I don't think.
I think it was out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, 100%. I think, like, in this format, Sea Giant in this deck is pretty cool because you have your generator that keeps discounting your Sea Giant.
Yeah, but Fan of Knives is going to clean this up here.
Oh, yeah. Yep. And you could even pay the mana for the Razor Pedal and then prep your fan.
Oh, yeah. This is just so strong for Mange here.
Yeah. It's like he's an experienced Hearthstone player.
Wow, and he actually got Jinyu off the Hallucinate. I didn't catch that earlier. That is big.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the problem with Miracle Rogue. It has no form of heal.
Newer players to the league may not know because Mange doesn't play much Hearthstone anymore. He's just doing the whole captaining gig. But he's a really good Hearthstone player.
Yeah, so what is Air Elemental? I've just never seen it in golden form. That's a pretty card.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not having Golden Shaman feels bad.
Shaku.
Yep, that Shaku's going to go unanswered too, so he's going to get some value out of it.
Yeah, so, man, not the greatest turn here. I mean, obviously he can drop Jade Spirit.
But that's it.
Yeah, I mean, he could hero power. Hope he draws a taunt and follow it up with Monotod. But you're kind of committed to that line once you hero power.
Yeah, I think Mana Tide might actually be better, just because Blue Spartan's hand is so bad right now. He really needs to pick up some more options.
And he got some options. The questing can come down to and make a pretty decent sized questing.
Yeah, so yeah, looking he could actually drop questing.
Yeah, I think he dropped the questing.
Yeah, you can backstab the Monotod, setting it up to ping with your weapon, Shaku, into the spell Todd. I mean the
Yep.
spell totem.
Well, you
Yeah,
would
I
Shaku
mean,
first.
the only problem with questing is that he can only buff it up to a 4/4, and he sort of ends up wasting his backstab if he does that. So he might not go off on the questing this turn, and maybe just Jinyu to get a 3/6 on the board. Jinyu plus backstab, possibly.
Well, he actually
He drew Rockbiter weapon, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, so yeah, I think he sees. No, it looks like he is going to go with the adventure.
Interesting. So, okay, this way he can only get the adventure to a 3/3, which is definitely a possible play. It doesn't feel great about only buffing your adventure by 1, but it's actually pretty good against Token Shaman. Outside of a Devolve, Blue Spartan can't really deal with this, and we see he doesn't have the Devolve in hand.
Yeah, it's gonna stick.
If Spartan's going to hero power Jade Spirit, and that Rockbiter and Backstab and Jinyu can all come down, and he can actually push.
Blood Mage coming down is sick. Yeah, you just Blood Mage and you backstab the 2/3.
Yeah, so he's gonna lead here with Shaku, because he can definitively clear the board, buff the questing, and push the questing to face. No matter what, that's gonna happen this turn. It's just what line he wants to take to do this. All right, so he's going to.
Wow, I mean, Mage has a banned card in his hand, though. Does he just lose this game automatically then?
Oh, wow.
Bad cards. Feels bad. Sorry, Mange.
Well, we can, I mean...
EQ'd.
Oh, man. So, if the Aya doesn't come into... Well, it has to have been played at some point this tournament, I would assume. Man.
I'm gonna tease Mange a little bit about it.
Okay. Yeah.
Playing bad cards, lol.
So Blue Spartan still doesn't have that Devolve. I mean, how does he realistically win this game? Maybe
he doesn't really
drop the Sea Giant and hope his opponent doesn't have an answer to it.
Well, I mean,
I guess Argent Squire Sea Giant would be the
play. I mean, next turn, Mange is going to be able to get the Rockbiter, Arcane Golem. I mean, he's just got options.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Mange does have just an easy way to kill this with Vile Spine.
So
he's very close to killing his opponent too. Let's see.
Yeah.
Earth Shock.
Earth Shock
doesn't do that much. He can kill the Argent Squire, which is pretty nice, but
he's gonna dig here. So yeah, I didn't even see the Vile Spin. I'm so bad at looking at cards on the top hand.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna take the Vile Spine every time, I think.
Yeah.
Unless he chooses not to. I don't see any reason why he would.
Yeah, so he's going to use the Earth Shock to activate.
Yeah, it's just a good buff on the questing.
Yeah. So here goes 7 to the face, and
Spartan has no answers.
Actually, Mange has lead now with Hero Rockbiter. He'll have 16 damage. So unless he rolls a taunt totem here, it's GG. Yeah, that's GG.
Yeah, is there anything he can get off of Maelstrom Portal? I don't. Well, he could get
Shield Bearer,
but
Shield Bearer.
Yeah, Shield Bearer is his only out.
He doesn't get it.
It's not it.
Yeah. So even if he takes the shot, yeah. So that's it. As long as Mange sees it, the Rockbiter.
Mange sees it.
Hero power, yeah.
Mange sees it.
That's going to be it. So we'll see the Rock Fighter in hero power. And that is 14 damage. Actually, more. So
Yeah, he had ways to get more damage out if he wanted to, but he's gonna take the classy route. So we're gonna have
exactly.
I mean,
we're gonna have a lit finals. Me, myself, and I, and Mange.
So do we want to give Mange a heads up?
That he's in the finals? I think he knows.
Mange. No, Mange is in the finals. I said.
You're cutting out, Durden.
I don't know what he said.
Did you want to give him a heads up to take?
No, wasn't in the deck. He got it off of a random effect.
Oh wow, okay.
That we were memeing him.
Yeah, that was.
Well, I'm so damn tired over here. I totally. So you actually meme me too. So.
Got him.
Got him.
Guys, yeah, I think I've slept about 8 hours. I'm running on fumes. Oh.
All right, I'm gonna let him know. To Q.
All right.
Mark Shar, you'll have to tell us the bands because you can see them.
I will.
So I should not submit this screenshot Mange's hand to tournament admin Markshire.
Yeah.
It won't be necessary.
I want to get the winner on for an interview. That would be pretty cool.
Definitely.
Only if it's Mange, because me, myself, and I killed the cute cat too many times, so we're done.
Oh my gosh, I just thought of the best Revlo bot reward.
Which is?
That someone can redeem like 2,500 points for the casters to use the voice of characters the next week, and they get to pick the characters.
No, I'm not doing that.
Oh my god, I would love to cast in Lego Batman all night. That would be awesome.
Then do it. Just do it right now. Figured you wouldn't.
Wow, this bracket is still not updating for me.
Yeah, I had to refresh earlier. It was an update in Mange. It still hasn't updated Mange for me.
Yeah, I keep refreshing. Maybe they didn't put it in.
Blue Spartan and Eric Oki in the third place. Do we stream both? No, I'm just kidding.
All right, so Mange getting set with me, myself, and I. Which one are you putting on the top?
Mange will be on top.
All right.
I'm just gonna tell them you guys can play right away.
Sweet.
This has been a very interesting tournament so far. I think that we've seen a lot of like just standard decks that didn't get banned coming in. I don't think we really had the effect of what we wanted, which was more unique and interesting decks. I think we saw a few Warlock decks that were very interesting, so that was pretty cool. Hopefully me, myself, and I does not ban Mange's Warlock because that thing is lit. But I think for the next format that I do, I'm going to try to make sure we get a more fun and interesting format than what I had here. I got some ideas brewing, so Darkstone number 3 will be lit, boys.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good idea. Like, the bans were really nice, but there's still just, like, so many good cards and good decks that escaped unscathed.
Yeah.
So, yeah, maybe, I think there's definitely a lot more that we can do with the format.
Well,
Yeah.
One format we've talked about, but we haven't done yet, is a Trinity.
Yeah, Trinity formats would take way too long. Maybe that could be for Dirt and Stone.
Well, I think it would take as long as the tournament tonight took. I
Maybe.
don't think there's going to be a difference there. Probably a little bit less.
I've got some ideas for Darkstone number 3, and keep in mind they won't always be the same formats. I mean, Darkstone number 1 was you had to have X amount of Ungoro cards. Darkstone number 2 was banning, so maybe Darkstone number 3 will be a completely different format that I just come up with on the top of my head.
Yeah, and I think we might see a Trinity series for the All-Star match, which will take place during the off season. I
Wow.
know that there wasn't one last off season, but I think there will be.
That actually sounds really cool doing Trinity with all.
Yeah, it happened a while ago. I think I want to say in season 1 we had a Trinity series for the All Stars,
Yeah.
but I don't think we've done it since.
Nice.
I don't know. We should talk to the director of community engagement about making that happen. Do you know who he is?
You cut out.
I said maybe we should talk to the
Okay.
director of community engagement about that. Do you guys know who he is?
I don't know. I hear that guy is pretty hard to get a hold of. So
Yeah. He's
So
not even a real
actually,
Mark.
So we can lay the challenge down too. Friday Night Fights will challenge any of the other THL or SHL shows to a Trinity series.
Yo. I challenge anyone
Yeah.
to a Batman trivia contest. You'll lose. Also a game of Pokemon. Let's go, G-Nets.
Are you gonna? Is that Darkstone number 3?
Yeah, Darkstone
Pokemon.
number 3 is you play me in Pokemon. While we're waiting, can we talk about the economy for Magic the Trading Card Game online?
I was just about to say that.
Still the greatest 30-minute improvisation in THL history.
Dude, it was lit.
Pretty
Good times.
incredible.
Where's Tom Locke at? We need him.
Yeah, gotta get that master's thesis.
Dude, I'm telling you. People want trading in Hearthstone, but they don't really want trading in Hearthstone.
No. Did y'all see the RuneScape this week? Actually, I think Brunson posted it to the league is where I saw it. That 2 players crashed the RuneScape economy.
How?
Oh,
Yeah, so they hoarded all of the monkey nuts in RuneScape, and they on their stream they asked the people to come trade it to them for nothing. And by the time each of them had, I don't know, 30,000 monkey nuts, like all the monkey nuts in the game, it crashed the RuneScape economy.
wow, I didn't. What are monkey nuts? That's my first question.
I think they heal you. I did some research, and I was in an Uber for like an hour, and monkey nuts heal you for like 20 health or something. I don't even.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a tradable piece. So yeah, I mean, does the trading economics of virtual games very tricky?
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about the lineups of these 2 players as we're waiting. I don't think me, myself, and I submitted his lineup. Maybe he did, Darkseid. I'm not sure, but we do have all of Mange's decks to look at.
Yep.
And
I'll give you me,
from what
myself,
I
and I's
know
decks.
about me, myself, and I's lineup, I would say that he is favored. Just because he's running a lot of aggro decks, and that typically does well against Hunter and Miracle Rogue. I think he'll probably lose to the Shaman, but that might just be his ban if I had to pick one.
Me, myself, and I decks are incoming, boys.
All right.
It's a pretty aggressive lineup, to be honest. And these are 2 really good players. I mean, I really wanted to keep this open to, like, active Hearthstone THL players, but if someone who just won a championship wants to come on your show, you let them on. But yep, all the decks are in the Discord for you guys to check out. And they're actually getting ready to battle each other too.
All right.
Let me know that ban once you have it.
All right, so you said me, myself, and I on the bottom.
That's correct.
So it looks like me, myself, and I has banned Mange's Shaman as I predicted, and then Mange has banned me, myself, and I's Rogue.
Makes sense. Mange has slower decks, so you probably want to get rid of the Rogue.
Yeah, I think it does make sense. even the Hunter, even though Hunter is thought to be favored against Rogue, I think that matchup's actually really close. Especially where Mange is running sort of a slower Hunter with cards like Bitter Tide Hydra. That can just easily eat a Vilespine Slayer. It's not a great card against Rogue.
If you guys are just tuning in, this is the second Darkstone format where we are banning cards out of the format, the standard format. I just put up on screen the list of banned cards and who banned what. So definitely, check that out. And before we get into this match, I'll leave that up until the match is on.
All right, so it looks like they're in. Me, myself, and I'm going in right now. He's got spec on, so.
Yep. Yeah, both
Nice.
players have spec on.
Got those banned cards up for a couple seconds there.
Oh, I got it up for a while. Got you, Gasm.
Oh, you already had it up when you said that. Good.
Yeah. Yo, we get to see the Warlock. This is so lit.
He queued it up quick. He didn't make you wait, Darkseed.
And this is a pretty solid hand. The Mistress of Mixtures on turn 1.
Yeah, absolutely. So, theoretically, Mange is going to have the tools to deal with an Evolve board.
Yeah. So. I mean, he could tap this turn. I think you do. This just seems like a really anti-aggro Warlock. You got double Tar Creeper, Tar Lurkers. He's got Alex Straza.
Yeah. So next turn, Mange is already going to have a decision. Do you get the Tar Creeper down because your Mistress of Mixtures isn't going to heal you up? If you were to drop it with the Void. So,
I like playing the Tar Creeper on turn. It's unfortunately it's just gonna die. This Flame Tongue's gonna come down,
but it's gonna take stuff with it, and that's the big thing.
Yeah. So do you go and do you tap because you got Voidwalker Mistress?
Direwolf Alpha, oh baby.
That's a possible play. I think I still just like Tar Creeper, and then
okay.
I don't know which one drop is quite better here though.
What do you guys think Direwolf does for the deck?
It can buff these Tar Lurkers and Tar Creepers up. They usually only have 1 attack, so getting them to 2 attack means that they might actually kill a meaningful minion.
Yeah, that
man, he's just got
that Flame Tongue totem seems like it has infinite health right now.
Yeah, I mean, no direct removal for Mange so far. That Flame Tongue totem is gonna stick around at least until Mange can.
And me, myself, and I has the Doppel evolve next turn, so this is actually just a really good hand for me, myself, and I. He's gonna get to generate the minion from the hammer. He gets to drop the Doppelgangster and evolve the entire board.
Yeah, so the 6 mana minions.
Ooh, I think that Hellfire maybe should. Yeah, you had to Hellfire there.
So Mange can play both of these Voidwalkers. Though, okay, he could have played both of the Voidwalkers and taken both of the hits. Now, yeah, I'm not sure if that was better.
Yeah, so he's gonna get the other minion down before his big evolve turn, but the 6 mana minions kind of suck. So we're gonna see.
He just got a bunch of 5/5s.
He high rolled. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
He high rolled. That is crazy.
Mange can't even survive.
No.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, he can clear off some of these minions. The Bloodlust is just going to end it, I think, but Mange can at least survive as far as he knows. He can trade into 2 of these 5/5s, I guess.
Yeah, he can, and then he can Hellfire, but the Hogger is going to spawn 2 damage. Enforcer is going to come down here. So he's got 9, 15, 17. That's lethal. All sorts of ways. Man,
Yeah.
sharp fork lethal. That is brutal.
That's BM as far as I'm concerned.
He didn't even give him the honorable death with Jay the fork.
Yeah, I think the honorable death would have been the bloodlust.
Wow.
It almost makes you think, like, is the elemental hammer, is that almost good? The hammer of twilight, is that almost good enough to play in token shaman?
There have been some shaman builds that have had the Hammer of Twilight. It's not as common, but
I mean, it's just a solid card. Like, I don't think it quite makes the cut in a normal meta deck, but I think it's a very solid card.
yeah.
It's almost good enough. I think it's like your 31st and your 32nd card.
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah, the token evolve shaman, once the builds kind of blended with one another, I don't think it's been in most lists. I don't know. The token evolve shaman almost feels like an optimized list at this point.
It is.
Yeah.
I barely see any whenever I see a token shaman list. It's basically just the same 30 cards every time.
Yeah, you could pretty much play around it pretty well. I think
Wow.
you go chum here.
Oh man, me myself and I. This is Slimsh's aggro paladin build.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very very close to Slumpsh's build. I think it has vicious fledglings in for war leaders,
Yep.
and that's I believe the only change.
Wow.
Yeah, this turn one Edwin though, this is huge for me.
Newton piloted a similar list to rank 3 legend as well.
You cut out.
Newton piloted a similar list to rank 3 legend as well.
Wow.
So does Slimsh? Does Mange? I think Mange has to trade into this Tide Collar here to prevent it from growing any further.
Yes.
Otherwise, it will just die to the Grimskull Oracle plus the Chum next turn.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, that's going to allow the Edwin turn.
Well, the Edwin doesn't live a turn because the Grimsteel Oracle still kills it, but at least he trades 2 for 1.
Yeah.
Or the Grimsteel Oracle buffing the.
Yeah, the Grimskull Oracle will. Yeah, it's going to offer attack.
Yep.
Yeah, so Mange does take the trade.
Yeah, Chum will come down. Hopefully, it is going to hit the Oracle.
Yeah. But, I mean, he's got the Fan of Knives to clear, so the Megasaur doesn't get any value. I think this is way more reactive than rogue decks usually want to be, too.
Yeah, wow. There's the Vicious Fledgling.
Yep.
Yeah, I think you just play it here.
Yeah.
It's not on curve, but you give yourself the best chance of the Vicious Fledgling surviving.
Yeah, Mange is going to have the top deck and activator for that.
Yeah, he needs an SI7 activator. There it is. He got it.
Yeah, that's a really big pickup right there. This is one
Don
of
Honcho every time. Let's go. Let's go. Do it for the memes, Mange.
Does he take the Blessing of Wisdom
I
here?
think you do take the Blessing of Wisdom. Yeah. Yeah, Blessing of Wisdom is so strong.
My memes were dreams, man.
Yeah, so next turn Mage is if he chooses, which actually
I think it's interesting.
I think you have to yeah, he's got backstab Fen and I be able to clear the steward.
Yeah, he can clear it. I think it's interesting to see an aggressive Murloc Paladin without Murloc War Leader.
Yeah, it is. But I think it's sort of working out for him.
Absolutely.
It's definitely not a bad card. Mange here,
you can get a full clear.
Full clear here?
Yeah. You ping, backstab, and then use your knife. Yep. So you backstab the 3/3, Fan of Knives, you knife, and then you kill the one.
I'm not sure about this Thalnos. Yeah. That doesn't actually help him clear the board.
No, I like the hero.
Unless maybe he's saving the Fan of Knives? I guess he's saving the Fan of Knives with this play. I think I would have just liked to see the full clear.
Yeah. Yeah, me
Also,
as well.
He gets a card though this way.
Yeah, but at this point in the game, Mange, I would say he's pretty far ahead. He might want to start thinking about playing around Divine Favor.
Or playing around Gentle Megasaur, because basically getting to adapt that Murloc twice.
Wow, so he's going to get to adapt 2 Murlocs here, so he's getting the value off the Megasaur.
Even if you only adapt 1 Murloc, it's still good enough.
Yeah. So this is...
So he's going to trade. Wait, is trading first?
Yeah, well, just in case he had a Divine Shield option.
Yeah, that makes sense. These are all really bad options, though. This is...
Yeah, in this matchup, this isn't what you want. Yeah.
Nope. And now I think you could Fan of Knives.
Absolutely. So he's actually going to get a full clear. Bump with the Blood Mage, Hero.
Yep, and I think you just play the Shaku.
Yeah, I love it. It's great. So Mange's health total's not the best, but I mean,
ooh, Tyrion off the top. You just play the Kodo and then you just chill, I think.
Yeah, you're setting up a great Tyrion turn. If you can get
just making the 1/1 doesn't do anything for you.
Yeah. So
I think we're gonna get to see a huge questing come down though, but I don't know if you want to do it.
Well, me, myself, and I was only holding 1 card that didn't play, So I think you're safe. I think you make a massive add one. And I think that me, myself, and I, his play was the right one last turn, but it was a giveaway. He didn't generate a random token before turn 8, and he played a secret. I'm sure Mange has the read on the 1 card in me, myself, and I's hand.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, me, myself, and I still has to play it. It's the only thing he can do.
Of course, yeah, it was the right line. So.
And Mange, he's going to be able to clear this Tyrion off with Vile Spin pretty easily.
Yeah.
The only question is, what does he do with it? He could just go in on a questing here.
I like going in on questing.
Arcane Giant if he wants to. I guess the Giant's probably better. He could coin first, then Vile Spin Arcane Giant.
Yeah. So
he just plays the coin to get +1/+1 on his Vile Spin, I guess. Or on his questing, I mean.
That's good enough, I guess.
Yeah, so he's got the other Vile Spin in hand.
Ooh, and he gets Repentance. You play it.
Yeah, absolutely, because you know what's coming.
Yeah.
So he actually doesn't have to use the Vile Spin next. He doesn't want to.
And me, myself, and I can't really play around it. I mean, he can, but you don't really want to play around it because then you just die.
Well, yeah, actually, he will want to use the Vile Spin because he's going to have lethal, actually.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, he's just dead.
Yeah, so we'll see Prep.
Prep, Vile Spine, Abyss the face, and send it all north.
That's it.
Yeah, it's going to be game. And what does that make the series? 2-1?
1-1.
Oh, is this actually only game 2? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Wait, did Mage not see the lethal? Or is he just doing it this way?
I mean, there's multiple ways to win there.
Yeah. That questing's going to get out of hand.
Yeah, so he's just going to juice a little bit here. The other one.
So that's not...
So he did...
Yeah, he missed lethal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess there's no way he gets... Well, he could have gotten punished by, like, a Leroy, though. You don't know what's in me, myself, and I's deck. So that's a pretty
Wait,
significant.
or
blunder
did we
there. It's
think
not
there
gonna
was
cost
lethal
the
where
game.
there wasn't lethal?
There was definitely lethal. Yeah,
yeah,
he
there
could
was
have used
lethal.
Vile Spin.
Yeah, there was lethal.
Okay.
Yeah, there's definitely lethal there.
Yeah, so Mange doesn't get punished. Takes the I mean, the odds of him getting punished were pretty slim, but still, it was a possibility. You never know what's in these decks. But he's going to take the match and make it 1-1.
I can't get these numbers right, guys. Feels bad. I don't even care anymore. I'm leaving him alone.
All right, so me, myself, and I just losing on his Paladin. He can either try to re-queue that again or go with his Hunter. I feel like both of those match up decently well. Well, I guess the Hunter matches up better against Mange's Warlock.
Yeah, that Warlock is it's pretty interesting. I mean, against a Paladin, I think that's what you want to see.
Yeah, so
think so.
we're gonna see it. So Mange gets the greedy elemental taunt warlock with Jiraxis against the Murloc minus war leader. So yeah, I think Mage is favored here. Is Markshire?
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure. I would say
Based off the hand, I'm not sure either. He doesn't have any of his clears. He has none of his Hellfires. Well, there's one Hellfire. Tolvir Stone Shaper is a really long ways away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't really. I mean, I don't really know anything about this Warlock deck, so I can't really say what its matchups are. I don't think it's looking too great for Mange here, especially with that Divine Favor in me, myself, and I's hand. It's just such a powerful card against a class whose hero power draws it cards.
Yeah, and I do think Mange it needs to be very mindful of his hand size, which is going to be tough because he has to balance activating his elementals, getting that chain going. So he's got a balance he's got to walk this matchup for sure.
Yeah, I mean, Mage is running some cheap minions, but cards like Jiraxis that are really high cost, and other cards like Hellfire, which are situational, it's hard to just get them out of hand sometimes. So I think Mage is gonna have trouble emptying his hand in this matchup.
That Voidwalker or Void Caller, man, Voidwalker, what is wrong with me today? That Void Walker is actually going to be huge for Mange because it lets him pretty much get into his Hellfire turn scot-free.
Yeah,
so
he's got his insurance now. So the Torval is actually activated.
It is not activated, actually.
Oh, dang
Mange
it.
did not. He only played the Voidwalker tap last turn. So I think he.
Fireplume Phoenix is pretty
I thought
good.
he might just Hellfire there to kill the Steward, but
nah, he wants to activate.
That board clear.
He wants to activate his Tolvir.
That's true. The downside of this, of course, is it leaves the Steward on the board, and me, myself, and I can get a pretty good value out of that this turn.
Yeah, that's annoying. But again, the Stone Shaper is gonna take care of all of that.
Well, it can for the time being, but me, myself, and I has the Megasaur in hand.
Yeah, that's annoying too.
Oh, and this interaction, this is just so rough for Mange.
Yeah, that was pretty rough. He's got to keep the chain going too.
Yeah, so and he does. He's got his elemental turn 6 and 7 and Drake on turn 8. So he's got a good curve going. Yeah, so this Torval getting the Divine Chill down is incredibly valuable versus that Fledgling.
Now, one of the downsides of Tolvir
is it's not an elemental.
Exactly, it's not an elemental.
That's right.
Plays it turn, he won't be able to proc Blaze Caller.
But I think you have to
Blaze Caller anyways.
Yeah. So I think you have because there's with as small as me, myself, and I's hand before the Divine Favor, of course.
If he gets poisonous, this is huge.
Poisonous would be good. Attack. or +1/+1, I guess, are the choices.
Yeah.
I think. He has
Neither of
no way
them
to
really get
flex
there.
push through and hit face.
Yeah.
Oh, he takes the taunt.
I mean, that lets
Oh,
his
this is smart.
Megasaurus
It protects his
survive.
fledgling.
And it
Yeah.
lets his Megasaurus survive the Hellfire, too. But
Yeah.
you can full clear here. And I don't see why you wouldn't do it.
Yeah. So that
Yeah, he can
Hellfire is
still
going to
just
be huge.
Hellfire.
And he could Shadow Bolt if he really wanted to. He doesn't have to, though. He could Hellfire and then trade in.
Well, I mean, Drake is more than likely coming down next turn, so.
Yeah, he can just Hellfire and hold. I wonder, does Mange want to tap here? I think he does. I think when you have a card like Primordial Drake in hand, you're okay with taking the damage, but he is getting dangerously low.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to take the full clear. I like it.
And we are going to see the tap last here.
Oh, no. You know what I always say about full clears? If you could take one, do it.
Yeah.
That's true. So Divine Favor, Mange getting punished for that tap there because Divine Favor is going to do a lot of work for me, myself, and I here. He's even going to pick up a 1-drop that he can play and fill out his mana.
Yeah, it's just going to die to the Primordial Drake.
Yeah, Primordial Drakes is a good answer to this. I think Mange is definitely going to play that, but you, myself, and I has the answer to that in Sunkeeper Terran.
Yeah. Do you ever Shadow Bolt the 3/3 just so that way it doesn't stick around instead of Primordial Drake?
I don't think you do. I think Primordial Drake is just too strong here. Well, if he Shadow Bolts, then his only plays are like Naked, Tolvir, and Mistress. It doesn't feel too great.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Mistress would get the hill down before the Drake turn, though, if he took that line. Which I'm not saying it's ideal, but...
He can actually go pretty wide on the board before he Sunkeeper Terrans.
Yeah, I like playing the Shaman and the Grimscale Oracle before you Terran here.
And then you just chill, because then at the next turn you can push one of them into the 3/3 Drake, and then you can push your Fledgling through.
And
no, you don't play the buffed ones.
The one that isn't buffed, yeah.
Yeah, you play the one that's not buffed. Come on, me, myself, and I. First you kill the cute cat, and now this. All right, he sees the line.
So Fledgling is denied the hit to face, and me, myself, and I just isn't going to trade here. He's okay with letting this 3/3 live. I think that's actually fine for him.
It is, because it has to hit the Tarim, and then your Fledgling can go face the next turn.
Yeah.
I mean, Curator's going to put a stop to a lot of that, but that's the thought process anyways.
Curator isn't bad. He can also just Tar Lurker to proc Blazecaller for next turn. This is a deck that's running a lot of elementals, but Mange hasn't been able to play an elemental for several turns now. I think he needs to get that chain going again.
Yeah, definitely. That's always an option too.
Tar Lurker, Shadow Bolt, even Spin and Mistress.
Yep, and I think if you're going to Shadow Bolt, you got to clear off the Fledgling.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Unless you want to deny, like, of adapt value from the Megastore, but I still think Fledgling's correct every time.
Yeah, so Mange is just going to go with this line. I think this is definitely correct. It puts him in a pretty good position.
Tyrion right off the top.
I like him setting himself up for 4 healing too. 14 feels bad.
Absolutely.
This is a lot of value off of Megasaur. Holy cow.
Oh, wow.
Wind Fury, maybe? I don't think it really helps, though. +1/+1? Yeah.
I think +1/+1 is the pick. Yeah, Wind Fury just doesn't do that much when your opponent has so many taunts. With this +1/+1, me, myself, and I can actually take some value trades.
I wonder what that Alex Strauss is for in the deck. Just another defensive tool?
I guess it is. Let's see. It gets drawn from Curator too. Sort of a weird inclusion to run Alexstrasza and Jiraxis, but
Yeah. Maybe it's just to heal his Jiraxis? Question mark? Thinking?
possibly. So I think the line here is just Blaze Caller the Terram and then kill off the 5/1 here.
Yep, and you heal 4 damage. Seems good.
And Ming just gonna choose to not tap here, playing around the second divine favor. Really heads up play there.
Yeah, you don't really need to tap. You had a turn in your hand that you were more than happy with, and you have to be cognizant of your life total too.
So me, myself, and I, he could just drop down this Tyrion. Or he could try to get a favor out. I think I like the Tyrion a little bit more, and he's gonna go for this. And I
Tyrion
think just push full face.
Yeah, Tyrion play. I mean, Tyrion is basically setting up lethal every time. Mange has to have a full answer to this board, and I don't know that he can do that.
No, I mean, he has an Abyssal Enforcer in this deck still, but he's at such a low life total. Yeah. I think he's tapping for it. Well, he would have been dead anyways.
Yeah, I think it was lethal no matter what.
I think you're right.
Yeah, because Abyssal Enforcer brought him down to, what was he at, 7? So it brings him down to 4.
Yeah, Mange knows that he's dead, so he's just going to concede this game. There's nothing he can do.
Yep. So MMI is going to go up 2 games to 1.
Yeah, so now he just has to get a win with his, let's see.
I don't remember what was banned.
It's his Hunter?
Yeah, if Hunter was the unbanned class. I don't remember what was banned.
Yeah, his Rogue was banned. So
yes, then it's Hunter.
And like we saw in the other match, I think that the Hunter is definitely favored over this Warlock. I just think it's even though Mange's Warlock has a bunch of defensive tools, it's just so hard to build a Warlock deck that ends up being favored against Hunter.
Yeah, I think you queue that last if possible. I don't know what else Mange has left. Oh, he's going to go Hunter versus Hunter, which I think it's just a standard mid-range Hunter, it seems like.
Hey, I'm actually gonna bow out for the night. So thank you to everyone that tuned in, and Mark Shire and Dark Side. I'm being sweet to you. I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Are gonna take you home, but I'm exhausted, guys. So I look forward to catching everyone later on.
Thanks, Dad.
All right. Hey,
bye.
See you guys. Bye.
Okay, so yeah, we're going into the Hunter mirror here. Me, myself, and I think you just have to play out this. I guess you play the Hyena over the Crackling Razor.
I know the 2-drops are good enough. I mean, you could keep Coin Companion or Coin Eaglehorn Bow kills both of them, so.
Yeah, this Direwolf.
Direwolf is good too, yeah.
Let him get the easy trade into the Hyena.
Yeah, that's a pretty good pickup. And here comes the Fledgling, though.
Yeah, well, this is a matchup where getting ahead in the early game is really important. The person who does that can snowball, and in that way, in the Hunter mirror, the person going first is usually favored. However, Mange has a really nice hand here, so he might actually be favored from this point in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, the Ken the Grandmother's really sticky. I mean, Unleash just kind of clears the whole board here, but you don't really have any follow-up to the Unleash. And then you just pass initiative back to Mange and going into turn. I mean, it plays around Houndmaster, so I think you have to do it.
Yeah, I think so. It's really important just to keep your opponent's board clear in the early game. So me, myself, and I is going to do that. He's setting up for a nice Vicious Fledgling Crackling Razormaw next turn.
Yeah. But Mange developed his Fledgling first. He's going to get to coin out a Highmane, which is huge.
Yeah. Me, myself, and I wonder if he thinks he just has to kill command the Fledgling. Oh, he does. He can develop the Alley Cat, though, so it's not too bad.
Yep, and then Mange has the 5-mana 8/8. That card's good.
Coin, high main. Yeah, this is Mange just has such a great hand right now.
I made it to high main. Seems good.
So now, what does me, myself, and I do?
I
Does
think
he...
you have to Razor Maw for poisonous. You have to turn one of those cats into a high main killer.
Yeah, at the same time, though, how does he win just by trying to kill his opponent's minions?
You don't.
You know, with how much value Mange has in his hand.
Yeah,
And
you
he
really
adapted.
don't.
I didn't see what he adapted. If
The
it was
fledgling.
One or a fledgling. Okay, so he takes the attack. Now, this will probably force Mange to at least trade into the fledgling.
Yeah, but he's got his second high main, so I don't think he minds.
Yeah, I think you just play the second high main here. There's no reason to Houndmaster yet, really. You're not facing down that much pressure.
Yeah, I mean, but you can Houndmaster Grandmother, but I mean, it's turn 6, you're a hunter, you have high main, you just play high main. Yep, seems good. Well, the Direwolf Alpha is going to let his cats trade into the hyenas, so that's something.
That's true. Grotesque Dragonhog, it's not a card that can be played this turn, so I don't think it's really what me, myself, and I was looking for.
No, he wanted to fill out his curve. He could kill command the other hyena, but he's going to choose not to.
No, I think you have to save kill command here. Mange, he just has so many options here.
Do you ever unleash and then just Houndmaster?
Unleash is not bad.
Yep. Unleash, it's good.
I mean, I would say any animal companion is good there. Misha is just a good defensive minion.
Misha is probably the best.
It's probably, yeah. Leok also would have let him clear the board off, and Huffer would have been able to clear a minion off as well. So a bunch of good options there.
Yeah, but Mange is going to run away with this game once the Houndmaster comes down.
Yeah.
Tundra Rhino's pretty good.
You can hold it.
No, you could put that down with the Kindly Grandmother, and you could pop the Grandmother and then push 3 damage instead of 1.
Oh yeah. Mange does have to think about just racing his opponent though at some point. I like the high main going face because you can't just give your hunter opponent all the time in the world to clear off your minions because of their hero power. But I think this line is fine. He clears off most of his opponent's board and still does he set up for lethal with Houndmaster or?
Yes, yeah, it's lethal. So it'll be no wait, it'll be 8,
if
10,
the Tundra Rhino sticks, it will be lethal.
Yep. Actually, he would be 1 off of lethal. But now that the Tundra Rhino is stuck, he could just Bitter Ted Hydra.
Yep. Yeah. So Mange is gonna take this. He's gonna tie up the series. So now we're going to game 5.
Going to game 5. In a epic Darkstone fashion. We have Warlock versus what's left for me, myself, and I.
His Hunter.
Hunter. This is interesting. So I gotta throw it to me, myself, and I. I don't know that the Warlock that Mange has can withstand all of the sticky minions that Hunter has. Plus the hero power.
Yeah, I would definitely give the eggs to me, myself, and I here as well.
Yeah, he's got the 1/2 drop. Yeah, I'm giving it to the young me, myself, and I.
He is young.
Yes, he is.
Okay, so
let's see if he keeps the cute cat safe this game.
Did Mange full keep that hand, or no? He must have gotten that back off the mulligan.
Yeah, it feels bad.
Really not what you want to see against a hunter, though. Whereas me, myself, and I has just drawn all of his early game minions.
Oh, there's the Tar Creeper.
That's something.
Yeah, he just has to tap.
So this Razor Maw definitely comes down. I wonder if me, myself, and I ever wants to coin out a Fiery Bat.
Never given the cute kitty treats.
Poor guy. This means though that
Mange
the cute cat will be protective.
Yes, and Mange can't play the Tar Creeper here.
No, it'll just die. He's forced to Shadow Bolt a 1/1 here. That just feels bad.
Yeah, that's not great. Excuse me, but he's got the Hellfire going into next turn.
Well, he doesn't have Hellfire. He has...
Oh, that's another Shadow Bolt. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm stupid. Don't mind me.
So he doesn't pick. Yeah, he doesn't pick up a Hellfire. I think he's got a Fire Plume Phoenix here. It doesn't kill off the Leok, but it gets a 3/3 on the board. And Mange,
Yeah.
he desperately needs some board presence right here.
Yeah, this is weird because this is a matchup of like a meme deck versus a meta deck.
You cut out.
This is a matchup where it feels like kind of like a meme deck versus a meta deck. It almost seems unfair.
It really does. Well, especially when you draw like this as the Hunter, Alley Cat into the Crackling Razor Maw, into I don't even know. Oh, into Animal Companion on 3. And then he could have Houndmastered there. He's going to go with the Hyena Hero Power instead. And I believe this would have set up lethal through Hellfire. I think it makes a lot of sense for me, myself, and I to play it like that.
Mage isn't out of it, though. He's got a lot of healing. And, well, not a lot. He's got 4 points of healing. And he's got but he's got some taunts that are going to stick around. But
yeah.
He
does have a double Tar Creeper potentially coming down next turn, so he definitely isn't out of the game. Houndmaster is very strong here, though.
He needs to find his Alexstrasza, and he needs to live to get it off.
I don't even think... Does me, myself, and I even make this trade? If you go face, you play around Hellfire.
Yeah.
Although you didn't see it last turn. I don't know. I think I would have liked the face hit there.
Yeah, I mean, you're Hunter. This position you don't trade. There's no reason for it. Let me catch...
especially with the 2 bows in hand.
Yeah. Let me catch Hunters trading. Ever. Like, seriously. Yeah, the high main's just going to come down here. It's turn 6.
Yeah, I think so. Just, you never feel bad about just getting high main on an empty board, really. And there's the Hellfire. It's too late, though. I mean, what can Mange do? He can try to tap for Tarlurker, I guess. Oh, that Kalamos will be procced.
Yes, it will be, but what can it get him?
Yeah, usually Kalamos can get heal if it's in Shaman. You can pick up Hot Springs, but I don't think it can pick up anything here. I think Mange will take the Ozark, because that is a taunt that potentially gets procced on turn 9.
Yeah, I mean, but me, myself, and I is one off lethal, and that's still not going to do it. But no, that picks it up. Never mind. I'm stupid. There's his one.
Yeah, so that's just going to be game. Me, myself, and I is going to win the finals of Darkstone.
Congratulations, me, myself, and I. I'm going to try to get him on for an interview. Let's see.
That's a great idea.
Let's see here. All right, I just messaged him to come on for an interview. Yeah, no Reddit.
Yeah, not sure we want the entirety of the Hearthstone subreddit.
But no, but I appreciate the kind words. You know, this is definitely something we're doing just for fun here.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I'll pull up the band cards again so you guys can see the bands one more time before they we go away. And we are now joined by the legend himself, Spaghetti Walrus, me, myself, and I, whatever. What's up, man?
Hi.
Congratulations on the Darkstone win.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit. Go ahead, Mason.
Well, but before we go ahead, I would like to take credit for this win, as I was me, myself, and I's practice partner. So, I mean, really, he couldn't have done it without me. Wouldn't you agree?
Mark
you guys
did all the heavy lifting.
No, we'll get Manja. No, come on.
Yeah, get Manja in here.
Yeah, come on, get in here.
Games. Those are some really cool games.
Yeah, no, really let's get Manja in here. The more the merrier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, the more. That's how I feel. But yeah, tell us a little bit about your. It means you too. Tell us a little
Go.
bit about your deck building experience for this tournament.
Well, Hunter and Rogue got nothing banned from them, so I think okay, they're pretty good. And I expected a lot of control paladin, so like Rogue is actually good there. And then I found a really fun-looking warlock list on Vicious Syndicate. And I'm like, all right, let's do that. That looks neat. Played some games on ladder with it. Got those wins.
You were brave enough to play that on ladder? Holy shit!
Oh yeah, I'm only ranked 7. Like
Warlock's
that's
like-
not.
It's kind of legit now.
I don't know if I'd go
Well,
that far.
You got the Elemental Zoo, the Murloc Zoo.
It's got like some really shit decks that are fun to play. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
I am sort of surprised no one brought a Murloc suit because Vicious Syndicate has been talking about it for the past couple weeks.
Yep, I looked at it. I was going to bring it, and then I saw the Elemental one. I'm like, that looks way more fun. I've played plenty of Murloc decks. I haven't got to play a lot of Elemental decks. Maybe I should have brought them.
Elemental Warlock was the best list I've seen all day, to be honest, outside of Cthulhu Warrior.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun.
Me, myself, and I talk a little bit about Vicious Fledgling in every deck.
Oh yeah, I ran 2 Flappy Birds in every deck. So basically, okay, so I think once you saw the bans, your first instinct would kind of go to Hunter, Dragon Priest, and Control Paladin.
Yeah.
So I thought that everyone would just skip out on that and just go to those counters. So they would be playing stuff like Miracle Rogue and stuff. So once there's kind of some focus shifted off Priest, and I don't think I saw a Dragon Priest. At least I banned the only one I saw. Backstab and Wrath are kind of the only things that can touch Flappy Bird, and of course Eaglehorn Bow and Rowling Blade. But I mean, those are kind of more conditional, and they don't feel awful. But yeah, so I thought, Flappy Bird put some pressure on my opponent early. It's a really good replacement for Murloc War Leader, because it's a 3-drop that your opponent has to remove. So they just kind of felt the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I liked it a lot. One question I had for you, Mange, was about your Warlock list. What does Direwolf Alpha do for you on that list?
It just makes your Fireflies less shitty, and it gets it's a beast for Curator.
That's a good point too. It does make your Fireflies less crap.
A little bit less shitty, yeah.
So in that list, does Curator only draw Direwolf and Alexstrasza?
And in Primordial Drake.
Oh, true.
Yeah. No Murlocs though.
I was very surprised when I saw Primordial Drake come out. I was convinced that was some sort of zoo build, but I was wrong. Damn.
It was pretty fun. I had a lot of fun with it, like the entire tournament.
Yeah.
And it's funny you mentioned that about the Flappy Bird too, because like the very first Rogue deck I had, I was like, let's play some Flappy Bird and Rogue, but I ended up cutting it.
Yeah.
Trying to go like big balls with Flappy Bird and like Cold Bloods, but
no Mage and Warrior is such a relief for that card. Just having those 2 classes out of the way.
I mean, there was a warrior. We saw a Cthulhu Warrior.
Oh, was there? I was not watching the stream.
Yeah, there was.
He played a Molten Blade.
There was also a mage.
Yeah, there
Blue
was a
Spartan
mage.
had a mage.
Blue Spartan had a mage. He had a quest mage.
Blue Spartan
Secret Mage
had a
wasn't
turn
all
against
that
me. He had a turn against me. Blue Spartan did where he played 2 Babbling Books and then played Frostbolt and Primordial Glyph. And I was like, come on, like the same turn, dude.
Bad cards. I'm reporting you to an admin.
That's how you do it.
It was pretty funny.
Yeah. Overall, do you guys think like the bands that we chose created a unique enough Hearthstone experience, or did it kind of feel like the same Hearthstone just with different decks?
I mean,
I thought it was different.
You're never going to be able to escape people just playing whatever the best deck is. Like,
Sure.
people are just always going to look for the best deck. So, I don't. There's nothing wrong with kind of moving down to lower tier decks. We're seeing, Hunter. We're seeing some Warlock. I mean, Dragon Priest is already very good, but we're seeing some of that. So I don't see a problem with just moving down to lower tier, still meta decks. I mean, if you really wanted to do a complete overhaul at that point, it wouldn't be as fun, I don't think. So I think this is the right mix.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really liked every band but Markshires.
I am well aware. And I heard what you said, and then I lost a game to Yogg yesterday, and I immediately stopped feeling bad about my ban at all.
Confirmation bias.
Fair enough.
That's confirmation bias.
That's funny.
I think my ban is about the most wasted out of all the bans. I like the bans a lot. I mean, I just had to get just to be safe, to be extra safe. But yeah, if anyone threw away their ban, it was me. So
I think triple mage
sorry.
ban was harsh.
Yeah, it definitely
Yeah.
was. In hindsight, I would not have banned Frostbolt if
If-
I knew that. Glyph
You were the
was
first
also
person to
getting
get me a
banned.
ban back.
Yeah, feels
If
bad.
either a Frostbolt or Primordial Glyph had stayed, I think Secret Mage would be quite good. So
Yeah.
I think it's okay that they both got
Yeah.
banned. Maybe you didn't need the Ice Block once Primordial Glyph and Frostbolt were gone, but I'm glad those two both were.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that also reminds me. I played around Ice Block multiple times against Blue Spartan.
Not forgetting it wasn't a card.
Yep.
Hey, Mage can have an
I'm
Ice
good
Block
at this.
whenever they want.
So I didn't get to watch that. What was Blue Spartan playing? What was his mage?
Secret Mage.
Secret
Playing
Mage.
Secret Mage.
Oh, interesting. Wow.
With
He
Kamal
just
Lackey.
replaced Frostbolt with Flame Geyser.
Mm-hmm.
That card works pretty well.
Flame
in the
Geyser
tempo.
is not a bad card.
Yeah, it's
It's
pretty
okay.
good.
It's okay.
It's a good. It's a nice tempo.
Yeah, It's all right. It's good enough. Like if there was no Frostbolt, you would just put it in there. It's good enough.
Yeah.
I guess.
Doesn't hit phase though.
What I
Does
really
not hit face.
I don't actually have no idea. I don't know why I said that.
Flame Geyser does hit face.
Yeah.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. It
Okay.
does.
I don't even know.
I've never seen that card before today.
me,
Like played against me.
me either. I was just willing to
That's
take.
surprising.
Well, I don't play a ton of Hearthstone. That's probably why.
Yeah. I was surprised there wasn't more Murloc aggro. Am I the only person that had that idea?
Well, there was no war leader, so like I think people just wrote it off right away because there's no war leader.
Yeah.
I'm not playing aggro Murloc, but
Nah, Megasaur's the MVP.
I think Megasaur's good enough. Yeah, I actually, as a production team, it was between Megasaur, Aya Blackpaw, and I don't remember the other card that we were talking about banning, but Aya Blackpaw just barely got the ban.
Yeah.
We were close to Megasaur though, because I wanted to hit Paladin again, but
Just
we figured,
Victory.
yeah, we thought
Um,
Aya Blackpaw would kill Token Shaman, and that was wrong.
Nah, I think that if you wanted to kill that deck, you'd probably ban Jade Claws or Flame Tongue Totem. One of those
Yeah.
two, I think.
Yeah, I think I like the Jade Claw, man. Something that there's two of, and it's like an early game.
Yeah,
Bloodlust
exactly.
would have done it, but that's
Yeah,
killing
Bloodlust-
specifically one
I mean,
deck.
I don't think Bloodlust does it.
I was already expecting like heavy Jade Shaman to counter the control Jade Druid and stuff. Turns out there were neither of those things. Everyone just skipped a step on the metagaming.
I mean,
and neither of those decks showed up. But
Spartan
expecting
brought a Jade Shaman with Sea Giant.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was interesting. I like that.
That was
So
cool.
I'm going back here and looking at what else the production crew considered, and Maelstrom Portal was
Yep.
pretty
That was the
high on
other card.
list, just to hit Shaman harder.
Yeah.
Other cards that were considered were Primordial Drake and Curator, but it was mainly Maelstrom Portal.
I
Yep.
kind of agree with Cheesy. I kind of would have liked a Primordial Drake ban. I mean,
That's just a powerful card.
I'm
It is very
still
powerful.
I'm still amazed that there was not much of what we were expecting. Basically, Control Paladin, Dragon Priest, Jade Druid. But I mean, Primordial Drake is seen in all three of those, so that would be a good way to, spicing things up.
I do think
Yeah.
if you're gonna hit a card, and like have it have a very good effect, you probably want to hit early game cards just because Hearthstone is such a tempo based game in most
Yeah.
matchups.
Yeah.
That's possible.
I do think that.
Late game cards
guys
are
are-
more
yeah,
replaceable.
Yeah, exactly. The more interchangeable.
What
Yeah,
I
I-
really liked. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
What I liked was I think it was Chigma, was the Stonehill Defender ban, because even though that card isn't oppressive, the point of this is to like get away from the stale meta, and Stonehill Defender is just everywhere. So I thought it was really
Yeah.
cool that
Yeah.
he just kind of saw what this was for, which is like to make things shake things up, not really to make a healthy format.
Do you want to know what he said though when he banned it? He wasn't considering that at all. He said, "Hold on, let me look through my collection until I see a card I hate." Stonehill Defender. Let's get rid of that.
Well, I
That
appreciated
sounds like
the
him.
sentiment.
Yeah. He's like, let me just scroll through my binder here till I see a card I hate, and then he's found Stonehill. He's like, yeah, f that card, get it out.
Mhm.
But I'm glad you next leveled his ban. That was cool.
Yeah.
But that to me was the best ban by far. It's just, you're right, it's a card that's everywhere, and it's like super oppressive in a few decks. Like,
Yeah,
not
exactly.
necessarily Taunt Warrior, but in Paladin it feels super oppressive. Because,
Yeah.
in Zoth Paladin can have up to 3 Tyrians, they can have a couple Sunkeeper Terrams. It's just really hard to deal with.
Another thing that I kind of just loved about it, I'm looking. It serves as the late game juice for so many decks right now. So Token Shaman, Midrange Shaman, Dragon Priest, all use that card just as the late game stuff. So just as a general point, it kind of shifts the whole dynamic of it. So then
Yep.
these decks are forced to play later game cards and not have to tutor for them, and like things might slow down that way. So I thought
Wait.
that was cool.
Wait, does Dragon Priest play that card now?
Does it?
Does not play.
Oh no,
doesn't
no,
play
it doesn't.
Command
What was I thinking
Oh,
of? There
I
was
don't
one
know.
other
It
deck.
was-
Primordial deck is
I was
the card you were thinking.
Yeah, I just brain farted, but you know.
I was so
it
surprised.
is-
Like, oh wow, that's interesting.
No,
Because I don't
it's
know.
not
I don't
running
know
that.
who plays what anymore.
But
Yeah. I don't know what any priests play. I don't play priest.
The priest class is so great in Angora. There's so much shit. Every day someone makes something new.
Great. It's still the most boring class in all of Hearthstone.
All right. Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, it's so boring. It's like, oh, let me just heal stuff and be super passive. Nah, I want to hit my opponent in the face.
The most priest-feeling priest deck ever, I think, is the OTK priest in Wild right now. That feels like priest. You know, they're trying to heal up their minions, get card advantage, go for a combo. Like that feels like a priest deck.
What's
None
Wild?
None of this control stuff. Oh, it's the best format.
Oh, okay. Yeah. When you just get the from Berkshire, you know that's a questionable comment.
Since Wild has existed, I haven't played Wild. That's THL. So there you go. Yeah. Wild's
Thinking.
fun. Check it out. Check it out, guys.
Thinking. I'd rather play Gwent than Wild.
Yeah, I would too. I'd rather play Gwent than Hearthstone. So
Why
there
not
you go.
both?
I do play
I don't
both,
have
but
time.
I know nothing about Gwent, so maybe you guys will have to teach me.
My bedtime is
Same.
8:30 mange. You know I don't have time for that.
True. It's way past your bedtime.
Yeah, Mommy said I could today.
Nice.
Oh, jeez. Tell her I said hi.
Oh shit. Sure.
All right, guys. We're gonna call it a stream on that one there.
Cut the feed.
All right,
Hey,
thanks
thanks for coming on,
thanks
guys.
for playing. Congratulations, MMI. We'll see you later.
Thank you. I'll
So
post
wait,
my deck lists.
when can we expect
Wait.
Darkstone 3?
Darkstone 3. That's a good question. I think in the off season we're gonna have an All Stars stream, and I don't really want to cut into that too much. So it really depends on how long the off season is, and when I can think of another cool format.
Awesome.
Vote for
All
Mange
right.
for All Stars. I want to know.
I'm
All right,
excited.
we'll do it. All right, guys, we'll see you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Oh, he
Oh, he
yeah,
left.
Phil left.